Greetings, weary traveler. Come in, come in. Name's Byrus. Pull up a chair and warm yourself by the fire. Take a load off those feet. Claws. Hooves? It doesn't matter. From whatever realm you hail, here, all are welcome. For you have stumbled into the Tavern of Tales, friend, our very own interdimensional watering hole. Either by fate or by choice, you are in for a spectacular evening. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Baxter, the esteemed patron of this establishment. He's a spellcaster of some renown, after all. Just don't stare too long when you see him. Tonight, we have a very special treat for all those gathered here. A tale from a place spoken only in hushed tones. Barovia. Or is it? For in the Barovia we're going, Strahd is not king, and 5 powerful vampire houses preside over the land. This place, removed from time, can only be entered via death, as our heroes discovered firsthand. Our tale follows the adventures of 4 unlikely allies as they unravel the mysteries of this shadowed realm. Dominic, the unspoken, orphaned half-elf assassin, hunting for revenge, naive to the consequences. Ranagar, the unyielding, little dragon, once mighty king of kobolds, now cursed to live as one, desperate to remember. Eros, the kind, graceful dancing fae, cursed by fire, frantic to spread joy they themselves were denied. Bastion, the curious, warrior poet, last of his brethren, obsessed with knowing why. So, sit back and grab a drink. Oh, speaking of, I hear the barkeep has a voice like butter, handsome to boot, and honestly, great listener. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. Tonight, we join friends new and old as alliances shift and friendships form, and perhaps, if we're lucky, find those thought lost to us along the way. The Tavern of Tales presents Houses of Barovia, with political intrigue, dangerous monsters, seductive vampires, and honestly, some inane nonsense along the way. I'll turn this one over to the teller of tales. Well met, friend. Enjoy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Tavern of Tales. We're so glad to have you all here with us. Blah, blah. So, tonight, once again, we return to Barovia. I hope you all have managed to get your food orders in and grab some drinks, and if not, Byrus will be sure to help you out. I have a couple of announcements as ever. Ooh, language. First, I have been asked to remind you all that instruments on the stage are magically protected. As hilarious as it is watching someone drunkenly get flung across the room, it's starting to become a bit of a hazard to other patrons. Please don't touch. Second, we've managed to clean the VIP hall, and it's once again open with brand new heavy-duty cleaning, so hopefully another mishap doesn't occur. Arrows. With that said, I'll have our players introduce themselves. Patrick, start with you and Ranagar.
Oh, I have to go first?
Yeah.
I hate that. Hi, everyone. I'm Patrick. I thought I'd be going last, so I prepared for that. How are you all? Nope. I'm Patrick Lawler, comedian extraordinaire. I'm definitely prepared and didn't just wake up. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there, knowing or not. And also, I play Ranagar, who is unyielding, a dragon cursed to be a kobold, maybe. He is definitely a dragon. I just don't know if the curse part of that sentence is accurate. There's a picture of him sliding by every so often here. I don't feel like describing him. And yeah, I think he's currently a dragon. That's where we last left off. Big ol' also cycling through over here on the, is it reverse? On the, you know where it is. All right, moving on. Bye-bye.
Eros.
Hi, I'm Vex. You can find me on various social media platforms at Dancing with the Fae, Dancing with the Fairy, depending on if I've gotten banned. And if I've gotten banned twice, such as TikTok, you can find me at Dancing with the Fae Court. I'm getting tired of it. But, or you can find me here. Other than that, I play Eros, who is a 3'11" satyr, monk bard. I was correct. Who is having an identity crisis, which I can very much so relate to. Anyway, yeah, very snippy with passion at the moment. But that is all.
Patrick. 2.
Patrick too. Hi everybody, I am Patrick Keefe, otherwise known as That Gray Gentleman, everywhere on the internet. You can find me primarily on TikTok and Instagram. You can also find me here every Sunday. And you can also find me at the Writer's Room, which is the Writer's Room, a 7th Sea podcast where we play sweeping pirate adventures while learning and teaching people how to play the game 7th Sea by Chaosium Inc. Same people who bring you Call of Cthulhu. It's available wherever podcasts are found, and I also play Bastion, who is a College of Lore bard and seeker of knowledge. I forgot to do that last time. I figured I would. Okay, sorry. You go, Jet.
Jet.
By all means.
Hi, I'm Jet, also known as Dungeons and Penguins, like everywhere now, unless it's Twitter, then it's D&D Penguin, because, yeah. I play Dom, who is a half-elf assassin, assassin rogue, yeah. He's my femboy, he's on the side, he's wearing the dress, yeah.
The picture scroll is really helpful.
Yep.
And Blondie.
Yeah, I'm that one blonde nerd on TikTok. Wow, we're off to a great start today. On TikTok, Instagram, and a couple other places maybe. I also run a Twitch channel called ADH Adventures. We stream a few games a week with some awesome DMs and creators. You can find me there running a game Tuesday evenings and playing on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Yeah, I am playing Liz. Who is?
Liz who is.
That is a good descriptor.
It's a very good descriptor.
Very good. I like that a lot.
And I, of course, am Andrew, your teller of tales for the evening. I can be found everywhere as the Tavern of Tales, except on YouTube, where it's Baxter's Tavern of Tales, because Tavern of Tales was taken on YouTube, which is really sad for the branding. But, alas. First off, as was mentioned earlier, we have a Discord. So if you're interested in joining a really welcoming and open community, and here keeping up with all of the stuff about Houses of Barovia and everything else we're doing here in the Tavern of Tales, that's the place to check it out. In addition, I have a Patreon. All of the homebrew classes, which is all but Bastion's classes, are homebrewed or redone, such as the Assassin Rogue. Monsters, magical items, encounters, battle maps, basically just a plethora of homebrew items or product released every month, up to and including me making you custom stuff, depending on which tier of Patreon you choose. And Patreon, along with the subs and the bits and all the wonderful donations you guys have given us already, are how we keep the channel running and we can upgrade equipment and, you know, keep doing this thing that you all seem to enjoy. So please consider checking those out. With that said, I think that covers all of the announcements and intros. Am I forgetting anything?
Nope.
Nope. And now our story begins. Or continues. Houses of Barovia, Chapter 11. Onward and Upward. Last chapter, the party dealt with the aftermath of their meeting and then battle with Rakdos and the many realizations from it. That Ranagar was in fact a good dragon, tasked with containing the Demon Prince. The potential that Eros had caused the destruction of Ranagar's peaceful kobold kingdom by stealing the box Rakdos was contained in. The fact Ranagar's memories are part of their memories, specifically when they went to the Feywild, are locked away. And the question for Ranagar, why was Ranagar turned into a kobold if he was not an evil dragon punished by the gods? Before that, they needed to escape the catacombs. When they reached the surface, the guards and Karis had been slaughtered by a weapon that left similar wounds to the wound on Eros' brother's chest. Looked as though Karis had been stabbed in the back and then the others killed. Was it Karis' sister? Unclear. The townsfolk they'd freed were there, alive, as was Manfred von Karstein. He was there to make a deal with the party, which they sort of begrudgingly agreed to, kind of. Shortly after, Decima, Dom's vampire mother, and our newest player, Liss, arrived, and they teleported the party back to the winery. There, they set the townsfolk up, discussed what they'd learned. The houses had started to mobilize for war, seize ground, set up patrols. Open war is on the horizon in Barovia. Liss had been in Shadow Barovia for a few years and was also immune to the illusion there, the glitch. It was revealed that Dom had killed Liss, leading to some awkward conversations. And Baxter revealed he investigated the death of Eros' past adventuring party, all who'd been killed with the same weapon as Karos, the guards, and Cicero. A reveal that rather shocked Eros because she didn't know, or he didn't, God, gender, I hate you. Didn't know they'd been killed. And also wasn't overly happy with Bastion having exhumed their bodies to perform autopsies. The party had a rough rest and rough morning. They spent the day trying to relax and conversing. When soldiers from House Morveau arrived, the party came together. They captured a spy attempting to sneak into the winery and convinced the soldiers to leave. After, Ranagar and Liss high-fived, which revealed an aberrant dragon mark on Liss from Ranagar, which Ranagar did not recall giving to this particular individual. Then Liss suddenly blinked out of existence, and instead, a kobold was left standing there. It is a muted gray morning in Barovia. A brief breeze blows the vineyard, and the leaves rustle gently. Through the vineyard, their leaves rustle gently. Ranagar is in dragon form with the kobold in front of him, Bastion beside him, and Dom and Eros walking back from the vineyard area where they captured the spy. Eros still carrying the flailing bag containing the vampire bat. Before we go any farther, Liss, would you mind describing, or do you mind describing the kobold, Blondie?
Yes, the kobold is about a little over 2 feet tall. Mostly white, kind of a sheen to the scales, almost kind of opal-like. She has robes of office in kind of a dark gray with then 5 different colors in the cravat and like other places in the robes. Let's see, gold, bronze, green, blue, and red. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
She looks very official and somewhat regal and definitely very competent. And she, I guess is currently standing there trying to figure out what just happened.
Are we kicking off?
Yeah.
So the moment that kobold appears, Ranagar, where's the rest of the party standing?
Bastion's beside you, and the other two are kind of off to your back left, walking towards you with the bag.
So Ranagar uses his left wing to like shove Bastion out of the way, and gets between Bastion, the party, and this new kobold, and just roars at them. And as he does, you can see like green smoke and blue lightning and the flickers of fire from his mouth as he screams in all of your heads, "Get back!" With a fear you've never heard from Ranagar before.
Yeah, I will heed that warning. What the fuck? Whoa!
Okay.
So currently Liss is just looking down at herself like, what the actual, and like there's this flash as like several memories go through her mind, and she looks up at Ranagar, and she points a claw at him and goes, "Ranagar, you killed me! Why'd you kill me?"
In the mind melt,
What happened to the city?
Dom's gonna chime in. Oh, how the tables have turned.
How did I get here?
What the fuck are you people?
I'm too short, and I don't understand.
Ranagar, still wary and keeping his body between you and the party, says, "How are you here?"
How am I here? I don't even know how I'm here. Well, things have been a little weird since I got to Shadow Barovia, and how? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But I'm the same person you met a minute ago.
What? No, I know you. You're Vez, right?
Well, I was Vez back in your Cobalt City.
Yes, I recall. We fought to the
Yes,
death.
we did, and you killed me. I've been keeping
Barely.
track of your city forever, and you just killed me.
You were destroying the city.
What?
What the fuck is going on?
Why do you think I had to fight you? You were destroying everything.
Why would I destroy the city?
I
That makes
don't
no
know. I kept asking you.
That it.
Anagar starts to settle a little and stops threatening you with dragon breath. But is still like, oh, are you gonna barbarian rage?
I think she's on the edge of it. I think there's like that, like in her eyes and like stuff. Like there's starting to be like some color. She's like trying to hold it in.
Ranagar is going to attempt to try and what would he have said to you back in the day to calm you down? I don't know. You think of something. What would be something Ranagar would have said? What's our Black Widow Hulk phrase?
It's the code.
I'm honestly just it's like that default like like yoga deep breaths. Come on, like breathe in, breathe out.
It's like therapy.
The worst thing to say to someone on the verge of a panic attack.
Exactly.
Hey now, big breaths. Breathing's important. I'd like to think that Ranagar is so bad at assuaging you that that's what helps.
It's just
Whoa now.
We've talked about this.
It works every time.
It's-
80% of the time, it works every time.
I'm concerned about the last 20%.
Yeah, me too. Bastion, Bastion. I had to kill them.
Now that seems
You
to be a
had to
running
kill
theme
me?
going on.
Yes, I had to kill you. You were killing other kobolds.
I would never kill the other kobolds. What are
I
you talking
know, but you did.
Like suddenly there's like more memories and she they were all going crazy. All of them.
You were going
Oh.
crazy too. And then
Okay.
Ranagar. I assume Eros and Dom have gotten here at this point.
Yeah,
Or you
probably.
were walking
Probably.
over. You still have the bat with the back with the bat.
Yeah.
Eros, Dom, this is my old head of state. I had to kill them. I'm starting to put the pieces together. I think because of Rakdos.
Huh.
What's in the
What?
bag?
A problem. Well,
Cool.
one of them.
Cool. Vess, these are my friends. Friends. My old head of state.
Right.
She kind of like gives a nod of her head and like waves, but then she like looks at her hand and she's like, "It has been such a long time. What the? I'm so short."
You sure are.
Yes. Objectively, yes.
I'm gonna ask the obvious here. If you're here, where'd Liz go?
Oh, I am Liz. I'm Liz too. I'm
Huh.
also Vez.
Okay.
But Vez was a long time ago. I haven't been Vez in I don't even know how long.
It would be about 467 years.
32 days and 17 hours? That's very
That sounds
specific.
about right.
Oh, sorry, I know how long it's been since I had to kill my head of state, Bastion.
You're missing a large chunk of time, all right? I'm impressed. It's good.
Never forget. That's what we decided we were going to say.
I understand what was going on. I just have a hard time understanding why you had to kill me. But I guess it's been a few hundred years, so.
You didn't really give me a lot of options.
Right. Well, Fez, pleasure to meet you. Welcome.
At this point, she's gonna finally kind of look around and take a deep breath and like recenter, and then kind of fall into like a very regal kind of standing and like put out a
Claw.
claw.
How many claws do kobold, or how many? They don't have 3, right? They have like a hand, like a
I think I
regular.
have 4.
Yeah, I think you have like a regular hand with claws.
Hmm.
Okay. So she's gonna hold out a hand to Bastion.
Bastion, who is currently not in any of his armor, nor does he have any of his weapons because he was just making breakfast and remembering the fear that was just in Ranagar's mind voice, is going to very gingerly approach Fez and take her hand.
Ranagar's head of state. Nice to meet you.
Great. Pleasure to meet you as well. I take it you know quite a lot about Ranagar. Would love to hear that sometime.
Oh, I know a lot about Ranagar, yes.
Fantastic.
One might
Do you
say
have
too
any
much.
embarrassing
And
stories?
these trained things.
Want to hear embarrassing stories?
I'm also very curious about the invention of trains, as I was.
That was my idea. Although I will say, Vest did quite a bit of the legwork on inventing and making them run on time. But it was my idea. I was like, trains should exist. And then they, made that happen. So,
What was your idea?
50-50.
Yes, I did make sure it actually worked and the trains ran on a schedule that worked.
Sure, and, created a technology to make them function in the first place, but it was
Yes,
my idea. So, as you can see,
Ranagar
we are
is
quite
fine.
the team. Before I had to fight them for hours on end until one of us died. I was a dragon
We should
then,
probably
by the
move
way.
past that. I'm aware.
Yeah, not a kobold. They didn't beat up kobold me.
I think that there's just like the slightest like flash of like a smug look on Bez's face.
Ranagar, noticing that smug look, will be like, yeah, who gave you that power? Was it a smart choice? Maybe not, but let's get not too full of ourselves.
While this conversation is going on, hey Eros, how is Eros doing? How are you doing?
Arrow's holding his bat that's trying to get away while simultaneously slowly slinking behind Dom with the thought of, oh, cool. My fault they're dead, or were. We're just gonna
Move past that.
Dom, as Eros is slowly slinking behind you, what do you do?
Oh, I'm just ignoring it. I'm calm and casual.
Okay.
Dom's
off
immediate
Dom
awkward
now?
problem has been removed from the situation.
Oh, exactly.
Did I do that?
Just big
Killed
sigh of
Liz?
relief.
Who's Liz? This is Vez now.
Oh, also, Blondie, you got a D4 of inspiration.
This is Ranagar's problem now. I don't.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
He doesn't feel bad for what he did.
Right.
I didn't get paid to kill her. Stop her from destroying my town.
Oh my god. Right.
Been an awkward couple of days.
Yeah, a little bit. been an awkward day.
You
Are you
can
wearing
try that
pants?
again.
Just gonna like look over to. I'm wearing pants. Why would I not be wearing pants?
It's just a really long shirt. I just couldn't tell if you were wearing pants under there.
Renown
Now that-
never wears clothes.
I would like to
Now that
point
we
out
mention
that
it,
Wait a minute. We'll keep going.
no, I just wanted to make sure all the listeners are aware that Vess is wearing like clothing.
Oh,
But it's not a
Clothes of
it's not a
office, like,
kobold
full on,
specific thing.
like-
Ranagar just walks around,
So-
Donald ducking it.
I'm sorry. So kobolds do wear clothes.
Yeah, they
Of course
do.
kobolds.
Yeah, all of
Kobolds
them.
in your village did wear clothes.
All of them. Yeah, the whole civilization really liked them.
My clothes are all the wrong color, by the way. Why is there so many colors?
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Oh wait, do you remember what color I was?
No. How do I not know what color dragon
Yeah.
you were?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I remember everything else in extensive detail, but not that.
Yeah, welcome to that.
Right, well, at least that's consistent. So, back to the pertinent issue. You just choose not to wear clothes?
Yeah, why would I?
Eros will peek around Don to go, he is a dragon.
Do you want me to put him on like
Dragon-
dragon-sized
I don't know.
pants?
I feel like that'd use a lot of fabric.
How would dragons wear pants, though? Would they wear them, like, on all four legs or just on the back legs?
Oh, well,
We could make both and see which one Ranagar prefers.
Renegar lifts up his forepaw where he's got like connective tissue, and he's like, I don't know if I can fit pants over my mini wing. These are my stabilizers.
Fair enough. Back legs it is.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, he was the king and he had the best oh gosh, I forgot what that word is. Seamstresses in the entire kingdom. He could have had clothes if he wanted any.
Well, there was this one time where this guy said he'd make me the most amazing robe in the kingdom. And I was like, do it up. And I couldn't see it, but he said that anyone who was a true king could see it. So I was like, well, I'm a true king, so I was naked for a while and the people made fun of me and I wasn't going to let that stand. So I was like, fuck you, it was on purpose. And I just never wore pants again.
I don't even need to tell the most embarrassing
Just
stories
for the
that
fucking
Rhaegar
fun
told
of
in
it,
Forest.
insight check.
Did I just reference the Emperor's New Clothes? And
No. I want to know if you
take
were
on
the.
it.
I wanted to know if you were the originator of the myth, of the story, because this
Sure.
happened before the beginning of the world, so it might. 19, which is a total of 23. Are you the originator of the king's new what is it? The Emperor's New Clothes?
Of course I am. They fucked the story. Of course I
Holy
am.
shit.
They fucked the story up when they retold it, made it some sort of parable about learning something. As if. All I learned was you don't have to wear pants if you're king.
Oh my god! All right,
Yes,
Well-
that's what we wanted everyone to learn from that.
not you, Voss.
At this point, Vez has just got like her arms kind of folded with like the robes, crossed out, and like it's just kind of standing very formal, not quite at attention, but just very formally, just watching everyone. And all of her like 2 feet, however many inches, self.
Cool. Cool. What's with the bag, Arrows?
Oh, it's fine.
I imagine it's making just like a fuckload of noise.
Oh, it's been squeaking loudly the entire time.
And we're just all like having this conversation, and Rhaegar's gonna just try to reach out and just put his big ass claw around it.
It's still like trying to get out, but you've kind of pinned it in place.
I'm just gonna squeeze until it's quiet. I assume this is a vampire and you didn't just catch some random bat.
No, but we do need to survive for now.
Oh, I'm not killing it. I'm just gently squeezing the bat until it stops squealing.
Like a
And once
comforting
it
hug,
stops,
or
yeah,
You might not
like a
want
little burrito. Like the way if you hold a kitten real tight, it calms down. But you know,
Renegade?
with a tad bit of violence.
Nope, not touching that one. Nope.
I'm not gonna kill it.
You wouldn't kill it on purpose. Yes, I believe this.
I'm not Lenny. You know how hard to squeeze.
so, are we going to interrogate this vampire, or are we
I
just
do have
gonna
another
stand
idea.
around expecting things to happen with Fez? Because I am.
I do have another idea for our
George.
friend.
Sure.
We're unlikely to get any information out of him that's useful, so we could use him for another purpose. There
Right.
are.
What other purpose?
I'm confused.
Well, we need to figure out how the glitch works, and if we can break it reliably, in any way, shape, or form. So if we make a room that has a lot of images, sounds, and other items that would make someone glitch, no windows or anything, one door, and we put them in and close the door. And
Make like a glitch room?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Shit. Alright.
Make a glitch room.
Fuck it. Bastion's
Alright.
still very wary around Eros. It's just like...
I
sounds
will
like
say,
thinks it's a great idea, but is like very gung-ho. Like, that's fucking brilliant. Let's do it.
Rose will side-eye Bastion for a moment. Just... Mhm.
All right, well, you two are having your little tiff. Ranagar is going to use his other hand to start like excavating a hole while also using mold earth.
We could just use a vacant room.
No, we're not bringing him inside the winery.
All right.
What if he explodes or something? You never
Oops.
know.
One room.
If he explodes.
I don't know.
I've seen things explode in here.
What? Those demons exploded,
Over there, yeah. I'm aware.
and some of the puppets.
Yep.
And then that one zombie. And then like a lot of things have exploded.
You fought vampires. To my knowledge, they haven't exploded.
Oh, I'm not saying all vampires explode. I'm saying what if this one does?
Right.
Fine, sorry. Don't mean to be prudent. Let's go inside where all our nice things are. Come on, vampire.
No,
You want to
no,
come into
no.
our home?
We can put it
Let's
in the...
invite him in. Fuck
Put it in the mud hut.
Renegade at no point stopped digging his mud hut.
All right, between mold earth and digging it, you do create a little mud hut. How tall do you want to be? How big is this? Like,
Oh, big enough for everybody else to fit, not dragon sized.
okay, cool. So good, like
And
5,
then-
like what, 10 feet by 10 feet, we'll say,
Sure.
roughly. To the roof, obviously it's a dome, but yeah, with mold earth and some excavation, you can do that easy enough.
And then I'm
Bastion's
gonna stick my hand in the middle, the one that's holding the bat, and be like, "Somebody go in there."
Arrow
Sure.
slides
Arrows
in.
will go in.
And then I'm gonna let go and pull my hand out and close the hole.
I'm ready. The bat manages to break out of the bag. Azeros is now
In the-
locked in with a vampire?
Yeah, I was just.
Is Eros in the room?
Are you the only? Did only arrows go in?
I didn't hear anyone else say they went in.
Bastion will have gone.
I was going
Like
to
I
say
suggested
Yeah, all right.
someone go.
I'm
so-
assuming that the others would have gone in. I also don't think Ranagar is Ranagar's wisdom's high enough that he's not going to close the hole with just Eris in there.
Right.
Eros tried to oppose him on the mud room. It was too much.
Good luck, Eros. Anyway, Vess, you'll never believe what Eros did. That's why I left him alone with this vampire. Yeah, I've been a real asshole this whole time.
Oh, I love the
Nothing
energy
has
you brought to the
changed.
studio today.
Oh.
Yeah, they're gonna learn today.
So
I
as the
have
bat
to fix this.
as the bat breaks out of the bag, the four of you, it kind of like squeaks around and it's clearly trying to find a way out, and then it sort of stops and like flutters around looking at each of you, and then just sort of lands and poofs into kind of an older looking vampire, probably late 40s, early 50s, like black hair with jets of gray in it, like what is it? Just for Men, is that what it is?
Just for Men, yeah.
Like it was done deliberately.
Yep. Oh my
more of a
gosh.
rugged face than you're used to seeing on vampires. Usually they're a little more
Gotcha.
a vampire. I don't know how to describe it. You know, that look that they have. This is a bit more like 5 o'clock shadow. Kind of
Gotcha.
heavier build. Wearing very plain clothes, just dark clothes.
Less like eternal Edward Cullen, more like middle-aged dad.
Yeah.
What we do in the shadows
Aw,
kind of vampire.
It's a Father's Day vampire.
It's a Father's Day vampire.
Eros would have cast dancing lights, by the way.
Oh, so you can see. It's good.
Yeah.
That's a real bad romantic comedy. Father's Day vampire.
Or a
It's a
real
Disney
good
Channel
one.
original.
Oh, not on Disney Channel. No.
Oh, also, at some point, Ranagar is going to poke a hole and just put his giant eye up to it so he can watch.
Well, this is a bit unexpected.
You suck at your job.
Or perhaps you're very good at your job.
I don't have
Yeah,
one.
that's one way to see it.
All right, so
Muffled
not
through the
really good at
dirt
your
wall.
I for one am very good at my job.
Hmm.
She's gonna kind of like give that like almost intimidating look to the vampire. She's like this tall.
If Ranagar is there, what
Bastion's
are
just gonna take
you?
2 steps away from Fez, just like.
What am I? What do I look like? I'm a kobold.
Yes, I see that. I am confused and concerned.
There are more of us now.
We have 2 dragons.
Oh no, what they are is worse.
Don't tell them that. Oh
She kinda
wait,
gives
no,
that,
do
like,
tell them that.
Slightly intimidating, like that slightly like I don't know, not threatening smile, but like kind of just a little bit like you probably want to work with us.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Eros will side eye Vez. Just
Right, character.
I love that the whole party is just a little afraid of Vess.
I'd much rather fight another dragon than fight
Ranagar
Vez
was
again.
afraid of Vez.
What do you mean was?
Is.
Okay,
Continues
just,
to
just
be.
because this is a good time to use that, I'm gonna add that D4 of inspiration. That's still only like a 15 intimidation, but you know.
Why not?
So they kind of look at you and they give you this kind of like weird look, but then they watch everyone else like slowly slipping away from you, and they're kind of like, yes, very, very well. So what can I do for all of you?
we need a test. Make sure he's not already cured.
Cured of what? I'm a vampire. I can't get sick.
There are worse things than sickness.
Well, if it
say.
works correctly, you're not going to remember it. Do they remember?
Yeah, no, they remember.
Oh shit.
No, they
Well, no,
don't.
sorry about this.
Dom's mom remembers being glitched.
Well, the
But only
people-
afterwards.
Right,
Oh, I thought you meant if it worked.
right.
If it
works,
doesn't
they're not
work,
gonna
you won't remember.
There you
There you
go.
go.
What does that mean? Oh, I do not like this.
No,
You shouldn't.
Probably not.
You can see him like taking a few steps back.
Oh, that
Um,
won't help you. You
Don't worry, you're not gonna die or like undie or re-die.
mean, By the end of it, they might. We don't know
Vampire
how this
die.
affects you.
I think the term is unalive.
Is it?
Renegar,
I'm helping.
give me something to say. Give me a phrase.
Oh, you know, I thought Lucifer would be a good show, but it's pretty bland.
And I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and just have that repeat over and over and over for a minute.
What is a show? What is a show? You can see him like just glitching constantly, just, but like not breaking, just constant kind of.
It's only been a minute.
Well, I can always do it again.
Or, hear me out.
Hmm.
Symbols and stuff all over here. We leave him in here, somehow reinforce it, and we come back in a few hours or days.
Just out of curiosity, because I don't really know, does glitching hurt? Does it give you a headache or anything, or is it just kind of a...
We don't know.
Okay.
We have no idea.
We would know, wouldn't we? Didn't what's his name in the vampire cast away? We are
Oh.
didn't
Yeah.
he tell us that it was
And-
like uncomfortable or
Dom's mom.
something?
He said it was unpleasant. He didn't say it hurt.
Yeah. And Dom's mom has experience with it, so.
So is that what you're gonna do? Just leave him in here? At least glitching.
Should we like leave him food? Oh, wait.
Doesn't eat.
Good point.
And we already know they can survive years. We've
That's
seen
true. Well, I
Are there
guess
any other questions we want to ask him first?
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
We can think of that while.
what exactly he was trying to find in
waits.
the winery?
We don't want to break him. Like, actually break him, not like break him of the glitch, like break him, and then not be able to ask anything. So,
Right.
that is right.
Shit.
Awkwardly shifting away. Very good.
So
So-
this poor vampire is just standing there glitching.
It's
Just
Wait,
Jay,
Poor
let's stop
vampire,
the
he was a
illusion for
spy.
just-
We
gotta
stopped.
Stop the illusion for a
Yeah, we
minute.
Oh yeah.
stopped.
Oh, I
the
didn't
minute,
realize.
the
Oh,
minutes,
okay.
the minutes up. I imagine.
oh, okay.
no,
Okay.
we infinite glitched.
Yeah, that's. I guess that's a good question.
while
Just the
while
glitch
he's
that's
not
not
glitching,
happening.
be like, "Hey, vampire, how you feeling?"
I feel awful.
Cool.
Do you remember?
Like
How
worse
so?
than before?
No, same level of awful.
Cool.
Yeah,
Then it's
close.
not torture, technically.
All right,
Oh shit.
that's fine.
It's just sort of on a moral level fucked up, but like, is it inhumane to fuck with vampires? I don't know. They're not human. Technically, they're already dead. So it's like,
You're
is it
also not
inhumane to use a
That's just
cadaver?
gonna slowly look at the eye.
There's still a being. Remember when we had to write all of those?
Yeah, but do they have like a soul? I actually don't know. Do vampires
I
have
think
souls?
so.
That's probably important. to this.
You should watch your wording because my mother is a vampire.
I think they still have a soul and they can.
Yeah,
still
that's fair.
talk.
Bastards looking at the eye.
Does your mom have a soul? Could really.
I don't know. I'll go ask.
Anyway, and Vez is gonna like walk over. She's got like her arms folded, and she's gonna walk over to this vampire and stand right in front of him. And she's gonna like stay just enough back that even though she's looking up at him, it almost doesn't feel like it, like that kind of, yeah. And she's just gonna say, "What were you doing snaking around our winery? You get one shot to tell us the truth and the whole truth, and that's it. So
Be right back.
Well, I suppose I was supposed to inspect your defenses. The winery is
That's
a
it.
valuable asset, and yeah.
Insight check.
Okay.
Because fuck it.
For what purpose?
Natural 20.
He's kind of lying. Like, what he said is technically true, but he's definitely not telling the whole truth.
Bez is
Lying
gonna
by
glance
omission
back
is
at the
still lying, friend.
other- Bez is
Ah.
gonna like blow on her hand, and her claws are gonna light up a little bit, and she's gonna look at him again.
Make an intimidation check with advantage for me.
Someone's saying that Andrew and Bliss are too quiet.
Are we?
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, I can. You are quiet. I'm listening to the stream now.
There we go. I turned myself up. I also realize.
Okay.
Now you talk, Blondie.
Can you hear me any better now?
I think that's. Yeah, it's
Yep.
better.
Yep. Thank you, Skubaduck.
Why is my music
that-
not playing?
Is a solid 25 intimidation.
Jesus
Look at you go.
Christ.
I said Jesus Christ.
Jesus Riced?
Jesus Christ.
Very well.
My favorite kind.
Lady Morveau thinks it's very convenient that the von Karsteins were somehow able to attack the Abbey, and is curious if you were involved. We noticed a,
And
how do you put it, discrepancy in the stories of the villagers, since all of them seem to have forgotten how the building collapsed.
Ah,
I would
That's
do
more
that.
like it. That wasn't so hard, was it? And she's gonna look back at the others. See what their thoughts are on this.
Why wouldn't she have asked something along those lines to us? Obviously worded much better and not accusatory at all. She is a politician. She would know how to do such things.
I do not pretend to know the reasons for my mistress's actions. However, I suspect because then it could be used as leverage against you. If it seems that you are hiding it, what else could you be hiding? That's my best guess. You'd have to ask her.
Well, we're not hiding anything if she never asked us. But that's besides the point. You just wanted to like walk in, get a little looks around, and you were going to go back?
It's the general idea, yes. Something
Good
along
to
those
know.
lines.
how'd that work out for you?
Poorly.
Yeah,
Did he like
yeah.
bad
It was a
guys?
rhetorical question.
I'm also a little annoyed that they just left me here.
Yeah, your friends kind of suck.
Yeah,
Not my
well,
friends.
I know Sir Tobias, and that doesn't surprise me at all.
He's a prat.
Yes, he is.
Who are your
But you
allegiances
don't
to?
like them.
I don't like Tobias. I am very happy to serve Matron Morveau.
Oh, that's a shame.
Unfortunate.
Is there anything you got that you thought could be useful for them while you were
No,
doing your
I
little
got stopped
investigation?
long before I got inside.
She's gonna glance at Eros and Dom and kind of give him like a little smile. Like, good job.
Terrified. Still terrified.
Okay, great.
Yes, we are quite good at what we do, aren't we?
Oh, I hope so.
Bess, what is your passive insight?
16?
Are you hiding your discomfort, Eros?
Kinda.
Roll me a deception.
Yeah. Oh.
Kinda. Fuck.
I'm fine. 22.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the usual level of discomfort you've come to expect from people, Bess. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. So, now what?
Well,
Really up to
we
you.
might break you.
I would rather you not.
Oh, it's not physical.
Most
Don't worry.
people-
I would rather you not. He's more concerned about the mental option.
We're actually kind of
We
doing you a
won't hurt
favor
you.
if you were to think about it at a certain standpoint. Oh no, another one.
There's a way in which it could be kind of helpful for you, if it works. But we're not going to hurt you.
We're not going to hurt you. I mean, you are
Probably.
going to hurt yourself a lot, probably.
I am not
Well,
a fan of where this
hurt.
conversation is going.
We would explain what it is, but then the thing that it is would happen to you.
Yeah.
I do not
Wouldn't remember the
understand.
explanation. Because of the explanation.
It's magic, bitch.
I'm catching on to that.
Hmm.
I didn't mean like bitch like you were. I just meant it in like the fun way.
Eh.
I think Barovia is an
Bastion's-
interesting place. It's a little strange, isn't it?
You'd actually be more powerful if this thing works. Just
Bastion
a-
and Vess are on the same wavelength.
You'd actually be more powerful than House Morvo if this works.
At this point, Vez like kind of like she kind of turns around and looks at Bastion. It's almost this look like she kind of knows. Like it's kind of an odd look coming from someone Bastion's never met.
We're like talking around it to the point to see like how far we can push talking about it. Yeah, okay, yeah, just like, all right, there's a mutual understanding that happens.
Actually, I kind of want to push that angle. Hey, you like power, right? Mr. Vampire Man, what's your name, by the way?
Darius.
Darius. Great name for a vampire.
Darius. Longs.
I imagine you'd like to be... There's 5 houses. That's inconvenient. What if there were just Darius?
No.
Oh, okay. Not interested in power. Interesting.
Not interested in betraying Matron Morvo.
All right, fine. There's Darius and also Matron Morvo.
She already left you to die. Holy fuck.
Our troops did, not her.
Oh,
Answer to
yes.
her,
You'd
don't
be
they?
much more useful to Matron Morvo if you were more powerful.
I suppose that is true.
So if this thing works, you'd be the most powerful vampire in Matron Morvo's army. Technically.
There is a catch here, and I'm not sure I like the catch.
The catch is we leave you in this room and you lose your mind for several hours. But if it doesn't work, you won't remember. And if it does work, you'll be the most powerful vampire in Matron Morvo's army.
There's sort
It
of no
also doesn't
downside
hurt.
to it.
Yeah, there's really no
He's not
downsides to
right.
this.
It could be very useful.
What's up?
We've mentioned
Make a
that.
persuasion roll, Ranagar.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Waiting for it.
Fuck yeah.
Get advantage because I'm a dragon. I rolled poorly. That's a 20, like a dirty 20.
I suppose I can be amicable to being your guest for a little while.
Cool, I feel less bad about this. Flaming dicks everywhere!
We should probably diversify it in case they get used to the dicks.
Ranagar is gonna start using mold
What the
earth
fuck are they going to do?
to add like animated scenes
not
from
going to
different
touch
like
me.
Marvel and Star Wars movies onto the dirt walls because apparently that's something mold earth can do.
Shit. That's
Let's
amazing.
see, yeah. You can cause shapes, colors, or both to appear on the dirt or stone, spelling out words, creating images, or shaping patterns. So I'm just gonna have just scenes from various movies that Ranagar is vaguely aware of playing all around him.
There's just you just watch him as he's looking at these things, and just starting to.
Make sure to get the floor.
Oh, sure, and then the
Yeah,
floor
looks down.
too. It's just
kind of falls
every
over
surface.
as he's
It's
just
like a planetarium.
as he's just glitching out.
Ah.
Remember, he consented to this.
No, I still kind of feel a little bad for this.
But
I don't-
he consented.
He consented, it's not hurting him in any way, shape, or form. Ish. It's fine. I see no problem with this.
Insight check. Like, how does he look like he's in pain or like? does he look?
It's hard to tell. I mean, if he's kind of spasming around, so he might be in pain. But like,
No.
With the
I don't
glitch,
know.
Probably
is it
not.
like is it like a video game glitch where like his colors are like inverting and everything like
no,
that?
no,
or
no.
is
It's
he
just his
just like
face. His face is just twitching
Gotcha.
out basically,
gotcha.
and his whole body now.
I
He might
understand.
get tired pretty quick at this rate. We might not want to leave him quite that long.
Well, he is a
vampire.
vampire. He's
That's,
not a human.
Doesn't exactly sleep.
but
Yeah,
The
he's-
point is to
vampires
break him.
still feel pain, don't they?
I don't know if he's
Still get
feeling
tired. I don't know.
pain.
I've been before.
I don't even know if vampires get tired. They don't sleep.
I'm gonna feel really bad if he develops a tick.
So, are you guys leaving him here?
Yeah, I
It
think
doesn't look
so.
like he's in pain. Like, it'd be hard to tell.
Yeah.
But,
We
like,
also have it on good authority that it doesn't hurt. So,
Bez is gonna just glance at Ranagar and like, he's on board with that. So she's just gonna, you know, follow or go out or whatever, however we got in here.
so, you lock him away in the in the movie chamber.
In the mudroom.
I can't.
Made him his own movie theater. In a certain context, this was actually pretty cool of us.
I don't know what a movie theater is, but it seems.
Should we?
Oh, that's
terrible.
another thing that Ranagar had me invent.
A movie theater?
Yeah, they're like pictures that move.
It's really entertaining.
And then you have a cast of kobolds standing at the front of the theater shouting the lines.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's next level theater, really. It's
Yeah, I never invented the sound portion of movies.
very
That's
advanced culture.
we were until you destroyed it. Yeah. Not your fault. Well, a lot of blame shared around the party, if we're being honest.
A lot of
Did I
blame shared
do?
around the party. What do you mean?
Oh. Oh right, you wouldn't. Let's cross that bridge later, shall we?
As this conversation is going on, you can hear the rumble of carts bouncing along the ground. A trio of them, to be exact, pulled by horses, and a familiar face guiding
hope
the
it's
front
Duke.
cart. It is Duke.
Oh, good.
He has a bottle of wine in one hand, the reins in the other, and a large grin across his chiseled face. His coat sits beside him on the wooden, and he basks in the sunlight, completely shirtless. As you approach him, you go towards his cart. He's obviously coming towards you.
Eros is running the fuck over.
Does
A
this-
friendly, familiar face.
Tom will head over to.
Hello, friends! You have been busy. I have heard many a story. I come bearing news and gifts. Sort of.
Oh, good. Is it good news?
They're from our canine friends. So I don't know what kind of
Oh,
news you were
shit.
expecting from the werewolves, but
Oh, good.
I brought it.
Does Liz know this person?
Liz has heard of Duke. Duke is a smuggler
Oh.
who brings in objects from outside Shadow Barovia somehow.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, she
Would-
knows that.
Would Bastion know about
She doesn't
it?
know they come from. Well, I guess your character probably would have figured out they're from outside Barovia. No, Bastion hasn't met Duke yet.
Fair enough.
You can see his photo on Foundry if you want to see what he looks like. Eros, welcome, and he kind of leaps off and like gives you a big bear hug.
Eros will like do the jump up and like
Oh,
arms
oh,
around
all
the
right.
neck type hug.
Just kind of like holds on to you.
You have no idea how happy I am to see you right now.
Jesus.
A pleasure, as always, to bring a smile to your face. And I see we have some new folk. Dom,
Yeah.
how's your mother?
Duke, is this Duke like a werewolf dude, or is this
It's
Duke?
Duke, just Duke, not
No,
Duke
the-
Ricker. Yeah, Duke in
the-
quotation
Oh,
marks,
okay.
because he named
the
himself
traveling
Duke.
salesman from when we met Alfir.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's hot.
Right?
Hello.
Eros side
This is
eyes
new.
Bastion for a second.
Kind of turns sideways. Kind of jams the bottle, so the wine bottle, so it's like in between him and Eros, and like Eros's body is like holding it there in place. Duke, pleasure to meet you.
Bastion, Varance. Good to meet you as
Welcome
well.
to Barovia. It's awful
Yes.
here.
Mhm.
It got worse. Oh gosh. Although business is booming now because no one can get around the roads, but good old Duke.
There you go.
Anagar looks over at Duke and goes, I'm kind of pissed at you.
I'm assuming it's the our friend that didn't work out so well. Ah, well.
Yeah, not the biggest fan.
Well, I didn't want him with me, so I dumped him on you.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm well aware. Same page there, Duke. I don't know if you've noticed I'm bigger now.
You are. It's impressive. I mean, it was impressive before, but now, goodness. And who is our tiny friend?
Oh, this is my head of state. And Rengar gestures with his wing.
She's gonna kind of like bow
It's a pleasure.
slightly. And
He kind of like bows too, but is like awkward. The wine bottle starts to grow, so he grabs it. He kind of pushes the wine bottle into Bastion's chest. Can you hold this for me? Feel free to have some. There's
Yes.
plenty more. So I have
Breakfast.
cadavers for you.
What?
I have
Ah.
35 wolf carcasses.
Oh, right. Oh, that worked out well for me.
Bez
As
looks
requested.
very confused and like Ranagar like runs around.
Would it
Bastion's just gonna look down to Vez and look back at the group.
would it shock any of you to know that this is not the strangest thing that I've smuggled across Barovia?
No, but
Nah.
it is pretty strange.
Oh yeah, I asked the werewolves to do me a favor. How are they doing, by the way?
Oh,
Are
these
they?
aren't the werewolves.
Well, how do I put it nicely? I'm not going to put it nicely. They're boring. And they're whining a lot. It was miserable. It was just, oh, we don't get to attack vampires. Oh, deal with it. You've got powerful
Well,
friends now.
I don't know. That might change very soon.
That's fair. I don't know how long Greyfang can keep them on a leash.
I don't know if I want
offensive of yours?
Greyfang to keep them on a leash.
Oh, well, they'll be very happy to hear that.
We do need to speak with them, specifically Greyfang.
Directly? All right. I will pass that message along to him.
I don't know if you noticed there, Duke, but alliances seem to be changing.
Yes, I'm aware. I slipped past the Bridge Patrol, 2 more Vote Patrols, and the Von Karstein Patrol. It's been
Oh, good.
busy. And air travel is, well, I hope you're friends with someone, because air travel is dangerous.
I need you to elaborate on that.
Basically everyone's put out their flyers. Morveau has
Cool. Cool.
70 or 80 of their gargoyles, and I don't know how many bats.
All right, well, that's not that bad.
Supposedly we've heard, supposedly Von Karsteins have their dragons.
I could what?
How's Von
Rengar
Karstein?
just
Run that by
slowly
us again.
turns and goes, fucking what?
Vlad and Isabella rides undead dragons.
Oh, good. Undead dragons. My least
Oh.
favorite kind of dragon.
Ah,
That's unfortunate.
They kill me a dragon. That shouldn't be alive.
On Karsteins, you said.
Aye,
I like them the
Great.
least now.
that's fair. I think everyone likes them the least.
Didn't
All
we
right,
like
so
the
we're gonna
least
kill them
before?
first, I think. Yeah, I have a vendetta now.
Very well.
Ranagar looks deadly serious. He's just like, no, I'm not cool with that. Up until now, I've been pretty jovial, but I don't like undead dragons.
Understandable. I don't like most undead things.
No, but like
Some
this
of the
one's
vampires are
personal.
That's fair. I can understand that.
I was like, no, you don't understand. I'm a dragon.
Where do you want your carcasses?
Oh, do I know where the
Carcasses.
fungal king went?
The Fungal Baron? It looked like he was staying there.
That's
like he was-
nearby, right?
Yeah, it's like half a day's travel. If
What
that.
if I were flying?
Oh, you could get there and back in like an hour and a bit?
How many carts has been taken up?
Well, it's 35 carcasses. But it looks like
So
they
how
all
many-
fit. It looks like they're all piled onto the. So they have 2 like covered wagons and then the 1 cart. And the 1 cart looks like it's big. Like it's probably 15 feet long. And it's
Did
just.
I carry that?
Sure, why not?
I could just take it to them.
Oh,
Be
well,
back in 2
perfect.
hours.
Yeah, the werewolves even paid me for this job. So,
Wait, they paid you?
to smuggle the wolves for them, yes. Otherwise, they'd have to
Oh.
bring them themselves.
Oh, I just wanted them dead. I didn't need them to bring me the carcass. But this works out well for me.
Oh. I thought that was the instructions. I thought you wanted dead werewolves or dead wolves for a purpose.
Yeah, I did. I wanted them to die.
Oh, okay, well.
Now I'm gonna give those bodies to a fungal lord. Want to meet him?
The Fungal Baron? I've met.
Pretty cool guy. Gives good hugs.
Yeah. I hate the Spider Queen. Spider's not a fan.
Oh, we killed her.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, they're dead now.
Just take
so
that,
you're welcome.
bitch. Oh, what a good day!
Yeah.
I get to see some friendly faces. There's like 3 people in Barovia who are actually excited to see me, minus you guys, and you guys are always excited to see me. This is
Wait,
is
hold
great.
on. Do you know Rakdos?
I have heard the name in passing.
Killed him too. Don't tell anyone.
Interesting.
Or
Interesting.
actually, no, do tell people.
I don't know if anyone would believe me, or they do that face thing. What do you call it?
Oh, the glitch.
Glitch. Yes, they would glitch.
Oh, we put a vampire in that mud hut over there. He's been glitching for this entire conversation.
Hold on. And he kind of goes over to the mud hut and then just like pokes a teeny little hole in it and just looks inside. Oh my goodness. Oh,
I take it Duke doesn't glitch.
I do not.
No.
Fair.
Duke is one of the good ones.
Sure. All right. Good to know.
All right. And he kind of picks up like a wad of mud off the ground and just slaps it into the, like
Puts it
spits on
back
it
in.
and then puts the hole back, covers the hole back up. Just sort of smears it over like, good enough.
Yeah, I made that.
Yeah.
It's
It is impressive.
my
So-
glitch chamber.
Well, I suppose these are yours. You can keep the cart. We don't need something like that. It was actually a pain in the ass to get through our usual smuggling routes, so.
We'll take the carts, yeah. Do we owe you anything for it?
No, I've been paid. Paid in full. They provided the cart. Greyfang is a well put together individual. And also reasonably happy to see us, I suppose. I bring him stuff, so he's happy about the stuff. I don't know if he's happy about seeing me, if I'm being honest. That said, speaking of, I have
You're not
goods
hard
to
on the
sell.
eyes.
Oh, dope.
Oh, thank you.
Any diamond dust?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do have diamond dust. I have a fair bit of
Wonderful.
everything. You're on my last trip before I head out of Barovia.
Huh.
So,
Perfect. What else do I need?
I actually have plenty of goods to sell. Brought in a bunch of outdoor stuff from the outside. I think I still have a couple of bottles of rum as well.
Oh, do
I take one of those.
you have any art? I require art from a dragon's horde.
Oddly enough, I don't... Is it from a dragon's horde?
Wait a minute, I'm a dragon. I just need art. And I'm gonna put it in my own fucking horde.
At this point,
I just need some
Bess-
sort of... Actually, any of
is
you could make
gonna-
art. It
Bess
has to be at
is
least
gonna give it
500
to you.
GP. But it has
I'll
to be worth at
compose
least
you a
500.
song.
It has to be worth at least 500 GP. So it's gotta be good.
I'll compose you a very good song.
I don't think art or songs are an object, but okay.
Fuck you. Music's art.
It doesn't. You can't put
It's
it.
to be a
so
physical
what-
object. I
What are you
do
gonna
have
paint?
artwork.
I can compose a song.
It's probably worth a fair bit. It was made by
Arrow's just
Sergei von
sitting here.
Zarovich.
Just
while this is going, Vess is gonna be rummaging in like all of the pockets of her robe.
Arrows
and
can
if you'll
also
allow it,
compose a
I think
song.
she's gonna
Arrows, we can
find like a
compose a song.
little portrait, like a little piece of art in the pocket.
Sure, absolutely.
Gonna pull out. It's got like a gilded frame and everything, and it's actually like a very like artistically done image of the Cobalt City with like Ranagar, but it's weird because he's all the different colors, like right in the middle, and she pulls it out and looks at it and is like, what? And she takes it and hands it to Ranagar.
Oh, cool.
I just thought
That
of
works
something.
too.
If you, Duke and Ranagar, if you give Duke the art, whatever it is, and Duke gives you 500 gold, and then you give the 500 gold back and you get the art back, is the art now worth 500 gold because it's been paid for 500 gold twice?
That is how art works. So yeah.
There you go. Can literally be anything.
I am more than happy to assist. I love this plan. I love finding ways to break magic.
Cool. Fuck you, D&D. Ranagar out
Arbitrary.
loud goes, "Take that, Gary Gygax."
wait.
You
Random
dick.
question.
God, I hate that guy.
So,
Some art dealer.
if we pulled together our money, and at any given point, and we needed something worth a certain amount, and we had the thing that was worth less, could we just barter between ourselves with the gold we have?
I will allow it for the art. I won't allow it for diamonds.
Yeah, I was gonna
You already
say.
have plenty of revivifies.
diamonds.
So don't need more.
Not diamond.
Well, that's kind of bullshit
potentially.
because diamonds have no intrinsic value.
Hey, careful! We'll just go by the world market, and then your artwork actually
Oh
needs to
my
be worth
God.
500 gold pieces.
God, you said gold market. I went to the grocery store.
What is the spell that I was thinking of that needed diamond dust?
I have no idea. I do not remember.
Some sort of stone. Is it stone skin or?
Stone skin requires diamond dust, I think.
Okay, I think that's the one. Yeah.
Oh,
It doesn't
shit.
consume it.
It doesn't
much-
consume. It does consume it. Stone skin specifically consumes it.
Oh god, why is that spell so bad?
I know.
Put that on my list. Gotta make Baxter's
Holy
barrier, which I think
It's only
people like.
100 GP, which is like.
I have some shit to sell you, Duke.
Do you? Excellent. I am more than
completely
happy to
forgot
buy.
about
I
it.
also have plenty to sell myself. Shopping episode.
Yeah, a little bit. I completely forgot about the Revenant's Ring. I don't think I ever identified that, but Andrew.
It's not magical.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think it's magical.
Nope.
I think it was a ring that we found on the Revenant that we killed.
All right, come over to my office, and he kind of like guides you over to the front wagon. And he hops up on it. It should be noted the second wagon was actually being pulled by the first wagon and his 4 horses, as opposed to a second driver. And then you can see, what was his
Like a
team?
train.
He's got the gnome still, is sitting on the other cart. He's just sort of sitting there like chewing on something. All right. And he pushes the door open. Let me just and then pushes, and a flap on the side of the cart pops up, and it becomes like a little like stall.
Oh,
Come on up.
that's fun.
What are we
It's
looking
like
for?
a tinker shop.
Something like that, exactly. I think this might have been a Tinker's cart, honestly. Diamond dust. And he just pulls out a big bag. It makes kind of a slant, like a sandy sound as it hits the table. How much are you looking for, Renegar?
Well, I guess are we going off of does it get consumed?
We'll say no. I'm gonna
All right,
change
then
that
$100
spell.
worth.
Very well.
I
Be
need
very carefully.
enough diamond dust to cast that spell.
Pulls out a scale and just very carefully starts scraping out diamond dust onto the scale. Just like a little more, a little less, and he is very precise. He gets it to exactly whatever the weight is for 100 gold pieces, like whatever he's
Sure, I've worked with drug dealers before.
And then scrapes all of the diamond dust. Is meticulous to make sure every drop goes in the little bag. Here you are. And
Thanks.
I will take 100 gold pieces if you so are kind.
And
This is the moment.
Ranagar
Ranagar,
like ejects them from his palm. Pink, 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 pink.
it's like one of those blocks in Mario. Makes the same sound when you hit the block and it keeps making
Yeah.
coins come out of it.
But it's one coin at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Ding.
he's like, oh, come on, man.
Well, he's doing that. What is everyone else interested in? Actually, Bastion, you had something to
There's
sell?
no diamond dust
Right.
item. Fuck you, D&D. If you're gonna make me use it, why don't you? Fine, I will invent my own diamond
Yeah,
dust.
it's a little weird like that. I think we've got a couple things. And this is just shit that I was holding from when we told Duke about Rakdos, so we chill with telling him about the rest of the where we were.
Yeah. We trust
Cool.
you.
Yeah, we
I like
found
Duke.
it in the catacombs, as it were.
That was you! People have their
Yeah.
theories.
Good. Good.
They should.
Rather than that
How
one.
did you level the building? I must know.
Oh, I dropped cows from the sky. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I did.
Oh, what a sight. I wish I'd been there. That would have been amazing.
You want to see it again? I could destroy the winery.
No.
Ranagar like turns.
Oh,
I-
God, maybe don't do that.
I
That's
like
a
the
bad
one.
idea.
Right. No, I was kidding.
I
Can
like
I
this
use a
little one.
minor illusion to kind of create like an image of it for Duke?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. I will
Oh,
do
that
it.
is spectacular.
look
And
like
the whole
this.
building collapsed.
Ah,
I did.
yes. Yeah, the whole thing. Cows are heavy.
Yeah, they are.
Beautiful. And real
I
quick,
also
chat,
did some
it's in
polymorph
highlights.
bullshit.
Yes.
Well then, let's see what you have for me.
All right, so let's see. We've got.
And at this point,
a-
Ranagar's put out like 52 coins. So it's still just tink, 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 tink.
Pink, pink.
We've got a Revenant's Ring. I believe, Andrew, you had mentioned that was about it was worth 500. I don't know how much Duke will pay for it.
Yeah.
We've got a silver and gold brooch, worth about 100. And yep, nope, that's about it.
Duke's like, best I can do is $10.
I gotta run a shop here, you know.
I'm running a shop here.
It's it's gonna sit on the shelf for a while. I gotta pay my
I
employees.
gotta break even.
Gotta break
even. I'm actually doing you a favor. I'm gonna take this thing to auction.
Well, I guess the first question that I have to ask is, are you looking for cash, or would you like to trade? I have some spectacular items, if you're interested.
Ooh, like what?
Well, let me go through everything. And he reaches down, he pulls up a jug that has a bunch of necks on it
600
with all
gold in
sorts of
total.
corks in it. This makes so many things. Booze, water, mayonnaise. It's an alchemy jug.
Why?
I have no idea why it makes mayonnaise, but it makes all sorts of stuff. I think it acids, poison, all sorts of
okay.
things. We have this amulet,
So random.
Amulet of the Drunkard. It heals you if you drink beer. Once per day. You're down a pint of beer, heals you a little bit. Heals you about the amount as a superior healing potion. So pretty good solid heal. Also doesn't require attunement by the wearer.
Well,
I have these. Puts up boots. Dom, you recognize them immediately because they're elven made. These boots make you sneakier, just like those elf types. Looks very hard at Dom. I have this. This is rather expensive, and with a flourish pulls out a red cape. This lets you teleport, you and a friend, once per day. Up to 500 feet. Also does not take up your slot, although is expensive. Very expensive. I have a deck of illusions. You pull the card, you throw the card, you get an illusion out of it. It can range from a goblin to a dragon. It's a fun little party trick. Goggles, if you need to see in the dark.
oh, that's
How much are they?
yeah. Baxter's gonna look at Eros.
Those,
like,
100 gold pieces. They're not good sellers in Barovia. Shockingly, I'm sure you're surprised, as I am, that no one with money buys goggles that can see in the dark in Barovia.
As soon as he got out 100, Eros has already put down the gold.
oh
Very
no!
well.
Don't
Here we
even, Aris. Don't even bother. Just take the brooch.
Perfect.
Do the
That's a
trade.
fair
for the brooch.
trade.
Still side-eyeing this.
I'll make that trade every day. Sort of this.
Um,
We have these pipes. If you've ever wanted to command rats, or swarms of rats, you want to call them to your aid? Play these. You can summon yourself a bunch of furry friends. It's rather entertaining. And last but not least,
I can already do that.
fair, but this doesn't require spells. It could be done by someone else. And last but not least, and he pulls out another robe, and it's got patches all over it. You pull one of I'm not going to demonstrate because then you'd lose a patch, but you pull one of these patches off and it becomes the thing. If you pull off this ladder, it'll become a ladder. You pull off the door, it becomes a door. You pull off the health potions, it becomes a health potions.
Cloak of you. What is it? What is
Robe
it?
of
What is
useful
the-
items.
Yeah, robe of useful items. Fuck yeah.
I also have a plethora of your mundane equipment, weapons, armor, ammunition, supplies. Excuse me.
Well,
Any of these things tickle your fancy?
well, there's about 500 gold left from the ring, and
I'd
that
give you
was
500 gold
sort
to
of-
trade for it.
that was about a group effort, so it's entirely up to you guys.
How much mayonnaise can the jug make?
God damn it.
How did I know you were going to be interested in the mayonnaise?
How much is the deck?
Oh, we can fill up that we can
500
fill up the glitch
gold
room with
pieces.
mayonnaise.
Oh. Good. You could fill up the ballroom with mayonnaise. Slowly, but we could do it.
Oh, yeah, we can cream those vampires good.
See what you did
What
there?
else does it make?
Deciding
2
if you
gallons
like
of
it.
mayonnaise.
Jesus.
That's
fuck.
not a
Oh,
lot.
no.
That's not enough mayonnaise for any of the things we wanted to
Total?
do.
Ever?
Like a lot of
2
things.
gallons of
A
mayonnaise a
lot of
day.
mayonnaise.
A day. There we go. We
Yes.
need a
We
little
We could
prep.
store the
We-
mayonnaise.
Oh,
We could just get our hands on 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
so that's around a day.
I don't.
How much? So
How hard is mayonnaise to make?
Not hard at all. It's like
Okay.
eggs,
Vinegar and eggs.
vinegar.
You don't even need eggs.
Salt.
by the way.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't even need eggs.
Just gonna say they could make mayonnaise in a medieval society.
Cool. I mean, they also have magic, so they can do a lot of things in a medieval society. A lot of things become a lot easier. Hell, you could use
how
this
much-
to make mayonnaise. It has 2 gallons of vinegar in it.
How
Oh,
much
there's a
for
gallon
each
of
the
wine.
Oh shit! How much
We
for each
have-
of the things? The amulet
Alright.
of the drunkard.
The Amulet of the Drunkard, 400 gold.
Okay. Cape of Teleport.
15,000.
Jesus.
But I'm
15,000.
Yeah, I'm open to a conversation about that one
All right.
after we've dealt with other business. The boots are 600. I can just put this into the chat here.
What are the boots?
Boots of Elvenkind. They make you sneakier.
Oh.
Sorry about that stream. It's going to get a little weird because I have to open the chat and it pushes the cameras. Should be back to normal now.
It is indeed. Cape of the Mountebank.
It's a very good magic item.
Yeah, it is.
So, perhaps, if money's an issue, or just in general, if you're looking for some regular passive income or access to more of my goods as I come back and forth, I was thinking perhaps we could trade for some of your fine wine that you have in the winery here.
Oh yeah, we do
If
have
you
a
get
lot of
things
that.
up and running, I can also transport it for you, or buy it off you and sell it myself,
Yeah, we could probably do that.
if you're interested.
We're gonna have to like employ people. Maybe these townsfolk.
Definitely
Well,
don't want them
Alright.
going
There's
back.
a lot of employment before. We can make that work, Renegar. I'm sure we can find people to keep the winery running.
Yeah, we could probably do that with you there, Duke.
Excellent.
Little random. I want to upgrade my equipment a little. I don't suppose you have any studded leather.
I do, as a matter of fact.
Can I get some of that?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, friend. Let me just take a look here. Boo, boo. There we are. That's going to be 75 gold pieces. That is a noticeable markup, but not like a huge markup. But he is the only one in town, quite literally.
Yeah, I won't even argue. I'll just pay it. I won't even try to
Oh, I-
barter.
Here
Do
you
you
are.
have any agates? Agates.
Yes, I suppose.
Bigots.
How many do you need?
I need one worth 1,000 gold, but I bet I'm gonna need
kind
to
of-
barter.
He kind of leans
This
and
is
goes,
what agate looks like.
"Hey, Toby, grab an agate for dragon friends." Aye. Then he jumps in, goes through the cart the same way Duke did through the front door. Comes running over. Puts the agate on the counter. Runs back, jumps into a seat, and then starts just like leaning back and like basically just grumbling to himself as he's chewing on whatever he's chewing on. So that's 1,000 gold.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna need 2 of those, but
All
we're
right.
gonna have to barter for the wine.
Another one. He's kind of like,
Does anybody
spits
mind
out, spits on the ground.
if I grab the amulet of the
Slams
drunkard
the other one on the table.
with part of the 500 from the ring?
Works for me.
Sound good? Cool. I'm
Very
gonna
well.
grab the amulet
Here
of
you
the
go.
drunkard. And then there's 100 left from the ring.
And he's taking meticulous bookkeeping too. He's like writing
yeah.
everything down into a ledger.
I've got it.
Very well. Anything else that interests you? I suppose the thing to do would be to find out how many barrels you have. And I guess in the interest of expediency, we'll just have someone go in, count them, and come back. So you have 40 barrels of Red Dragon Crash, which is the cheapest, about 20 gold pieces per barrel. You have Purple Grape Mash number 3, which is about 50 gold per barrel, and 6 barrels of the Count's Finest, which is about 100 gold per barrel.
Do we have any
Assuming
love
Duke-
potion number 9?
No.
Oh, math. Can Duke take those now?
Yeah, absolutely. Uh,
I know we promised some to that other vampire, but I also don't care. He also
1,000.
seemed to have not kept his word.
How so?
Yeah.
No,
Because
he
he
did.
said he was going to do it, but Morvo doesn't even believe him. So
He
fuck
doesn't. He
right.
didn't keep his word. Sadly.
But also, fuck the Von Karsteins because they have.
But he
undead
said he was going
vampires,
to.
or
No, he
undead-
said he would
undead
make sure
dragons.
that people thought that they did it, and he did not do that.
No one
And
can
also,
prove
fuck the Von
anything yet.
Karsteins. They have undead dragons.
So it's
Come on,
about
Garsteins, I'm in agreement.
2,400 gold pieces for all the barrels that you have so currently.
All right. Duke, how do you do in trading information?
Depends on the information.
Ah, all right.
What do you want to know?
Wonder what interesting information
Well,
you have.
it's more that I want that cloak, and I have some information for you.
Ooh, it better be very good information.
That's the trouble. It's what is information that's valuable to you.
Ooh,
Are you from here?
things. No.
From
no.
elsewhere?
Well, sort of.
If this place gets destroyed, are you going to be destroyed with it? I guess is the question.
I have no idea.
Fantastic.
How exciting.
All right, well, shit.
I can leave, so hopefully not. Maybe just
Dude,
tell me
That's
before you get
interesting.
Where do you go? How do you get out of here? Where do you go?
I go right through the mists. Then I appear on the borders of real Barovia.
Huh.
Boat still exists.
That's not what Voz said.
What,
The
Barovia?
regular one.
Well, that's because Vaz can't see through my eyes like he can most people.
Huh.
Wait, so are...
Right.
I feel like we've had this conversation. Remember. Well, I was.
If you've had this
remember it.
conversation, by all means, fill me in later.
No, I
Oh,
can't
sorry.
remember.
I honestly don't remember either. That was so many sessions
Perfect.
ago.
Great. I'll ask again anyway. Great on me. Is the regular Strahd still there, or are
But no, Strahd's been dead for 2 years.
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else?
Lady
Do we know of
Alexandrix,
anyone-
Lord Nexus, and
Strahd's
Sir Rolo run the
wife
place.
is still alive.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I saw her.
But she's here.
3 or 4. Then she's not. She's very alive. I
Oh,
saw her
she's
just
not
before I
here.
came. No. I mean, I don't
Okay.
know. She's there. She's in real Barovia. I saw her a few
Right.
days ago.
She's also here.
Fuck.
That's concerning.
That is what I wanted to know, though. If people can coexist.
Right.
Or if one might be fake.
That's the concern.
Well, that is concerning. Do you
There's
have
nothing
have you had others be duplicates here while they were in the real world?
Have we?
Yeah,
Do we know?
Strahd. 'Cause
Strahd.
Strahd was here, and then apparently
Yeah,
2 years
Strahd's
ago when he
been-
died, completely changed. His personality changed.
Right. Strahd has been here since.
Yeah, he was before he actually died.
Right.
Vess, you had a question?
Oh, just could Beth make an insight check when he was talking about getting in and out through the mists and
Sure.
like Voz not being able to see through his eyes? Just kind of get an idea of like, if there's anything that tells her why that might be.
Okay.
That's not real great. Let's 1 second. Oh yeah, that's 10.
Can't read him. He's just got this big smile. Seems like a big, hulking, friendly person.
I'm
Very well.
genuinely trying to think if there's any information that Bastion would have that Duke would be interested in, but
You say
I got nothing.
you work for Vaz, eh?
Mm-hmm. I'm his watcher in the world, or their watcher in the world.
Well, perhaps an IOU?
We could do something along those lines.
I'm sure Vaz will collect a favor from you, but I could use a favor from a god.
Sure. What are you thinking?
Oh, I'm going to hold on to such a favor. I'm
Oh,
not going to use it right
shit.
away. Nothing bad. I mean, Vaz will not let me do something silly. Well, foolish. He's not going to let me upset his precious balance, if you understand.
So long as
I might
there's
just
a
ask him for the gold, if I'm being honest. So, Are you interested?
Oh, I'll be working that off for a while. Fuck it.
Throws the cloak to you. Enjoy!
Shit.
Anything else for all
okay.
of you? The agates for the wine. Are we good with that trade?
How much?
The wine's about 2,400 gold pieces. So you'd be losing 400, but that's...
I don't speak for all the wine, so.
I have no stake in it.
Anyone?
Got here to help out.
Yeah.
If we use the other 100 from the ring,
Mm-hmm.
I give you another 100.
Mm-hmm.
Along with the wine, could we get either the Deck of Illusions or the Pipes of the Sewer, whichever you're more willing to part with?
I'd part with the pipes of the sewer for that.
Right.
And the agate.
If everyone is okay with that.
Anyone opposed?
I don't want those.
Mm.
Perfect. Well then.
Uh,
And he kind of snaps his fingers and points inside, and you can see the little guy go running inside.
I was misunderstood. Cool.
Wait, what do you mean? You don't want
What
what?
did you mean?
I don't want the pipes of the sewer.
Oh, I thought those were for arrows. Anyway.
Why do you want to summon rats? I can just talk to the rats for you.
Frankly, I don't want to get any tiny rodents killed.
So why
Okay.
do we want that?
So do you want the Deck of Illusions instead?
We can do that.
Very
We have a
well.
very vocal
All
against dragon.
There you are. Deck of Illusions. My friend will collect our wine.
Jesus. All right. And I owe you a favor.
You owe Vaz a favor. I'm going to have Vaz owe me a favor.
Vaz owes you a favor. I
Yes,
owe
he
Vaz a
does.
favor. By extension, I owe you a favor.
I suppose. I'm sure he'll get it back.
There's like a shine in Bastion's eye, and I imagine like his other eye hurts. Like, fuck. Yep, nope, thought about that. Mm-hmm.
Very well. If there's no other pressing business, I'm going to go help my friend move my product.
Just a very concerned
Pleasure
look over
doing
at Bastion.
business with you, Duke.
Pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll run inside, and you can see they start bringing the barrels out.
Are you
the-
okay there, Bastion?
Oh, we're fine. Everything's fine.
Renegar, what are we planning to do with wolves?
Oh, I'm gonna bring him to the Fungal Lord.
Oh, right. Okay.
They're gonna eat him.
Who the fuck is this guy?
He's made of fungus.
See, my thought was
Yep,
that the fur.
should have expected that.
My thought was that the fur could be worth something if we were to skin the wolves.
Oh yeah, we could do that. They probably don't need a skin.
Right.
They'd probably be happy with a bunch of meat and bone and shit. How much would wolf pelts be worth there?
Duke's coming back carrying 2 barrels, just like really casually, just on one on each arm, just like puts them down. The wolf pelts? I don't buy them, but I'm sure you could find one of the hunters' guilds. They'd probably buy them. A couple gold pieces a pop, probably.
Cool. What are there, like 30 of them?
36, I believe, is the number I gave. Who's gonna do the survival check to skin them?
I've got okay survival. I've got proficiency in survival.
Okay. Does anyone else have proficiency they want to assist? Well, it's on you, Bastion.
Don't
Yeah,
fuck
that
it
makes
up.
sense. I will not fuck it up. I did not fuck it up. 21.
21.
17 plus 4.
Well, it takes you the better part of a couple hours. But you
Sure.
do manage to skin them all. What is everyone else doing while Bastion's skinning and Duke is collecting all the wine?
If someone wants to come with me, I'll bring the. If someone wants to come with Ranagar, I'll fly the things over to
The meat.
the Fungal Lord.
Oh,
Well, I guess you'd need all the. I guess I'll wait till you're done.
Hmm.
If there's nothing else wants to do, we can just jump to that. If everyone's good, I guess we kind of did that last game.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna. Okay. Yeah. No, we're good.
I mean,
So-
Bess was just gonna check in on their glitching person. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
if you
then
wanna do
I
that.
will. How
Probably.
much mead will 25 gold get me?
How much mead?
Yeah, mead, beer, wine.
We live at a
Oh.
winery,
Like-
buddy.
We have a winery. Never mind. That's fine.
Yeah.
I thought we had sold all of the wine.
The
Well, I
vats
mean,
are still
there's-
full of wine.
Got you. Yeah, we're good.
Vess, poking in and checking on your friend. They seem to have stopped spasming, but they're still glitching. You can see their eyes like twitching as they keep opening and closing them.
Are you doing okay in there?
No response.
I was gonna say, is there any response?
She's gonna look like a little unsettled, and then she's gonna walk back over to everyone. I'm guessing where Bastion's like skinning the wolves, and
Just
it doesn't
knife
look
out.
like our friend there's had any change. He stopped twitching so hard, but his eyes are still glitching a bit.
Mm.
Mm.
I
Well,
don't
I mean,
know
that's
how long we
progress,
wanna
I
leave him
guess.
in there.
He said he's glitching less. I guess
Well,
that's.
he's
sort-
glitching the same amount. He's just twitching less.
Ah.
It's less dramatic.
Bastion just kind of like wipes some of the blood on his shirt. I mean, what
Bess
do you
is
think?
gonna look over at him and just cast prestidigitation and clean up.
Oh, I was gonna do that later, but thanks. Much appreciated.
No problem.
So, off to the fungal baron.
Yeah, who's
Yeah,
coming
I think
with?
We're just leaving the thing. I'll come with. I have all of the.
So you got 36 wolf pelts to your inventory. Someone.
Jesus Christ, Bastard is so over.
Oh, I'm not at it. I'm just gonna pick up the cart and fly it over.
No, I was talking
Oh,
about
shit.
the pelts.
Oh, the pelts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I wouldn't put them in your inventory. I would put them in your.
Oh, I'm gonna write them down. Yeah,
Extras.
I'm not gonna put it in.
So we're gonna fly over and visit the fungal baron.
6 wolf bells.
Yeah. Do we want to do that after a break?
I was just thinking that too.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds good.
everyone, we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us. Go get yourselves a snack, get yourselves a drink, stretch those legs, and we'll be right back with more Houses of Barovia. I'm dying. It's hot in my room. All right. Oh, I don't want to hear my own voice. Thank you all for waiting. Appreciate y'all being here. Hope everyone got a chance to bug Virus, get some drink, get some food. We're going to dive right back in. So, currently Ranagar in dragon form has Vess and Bastion on his back as they, with the 4 claws wrapped around and carrying the cart full of wolf carcasses. And, I don't know. I lost my thought.
It's the first time I've flown like this. This is kind of fantastic.
Ranagar through the mind meld because I don't think our conversation would
No,
would
this
work.
is this is entirely within the mind.
Oh yeah, you never really get used to it. It's just always awesome. I've been alive for a long time. Still enjoy flying. You'd think like, oh, it gets rote, but it doesn't. It's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah. So I actually had a question for the two of you. What, Renegar, you seemed afraid when Vess showed up. What?
Or I was
than,
just
you know-
calling people out, I guess. Cool.
Well, yeah.
Just
You do it all
a
the time. I
friendly
figured it's-
reminder that I do not have a saddle and I can turn around. So, quick quick little corkscrew and you're kaput.
Ashton's just gonna hold tighter onto one of Ranakar's spines. Just like,
Yes, Ranagar, why are you so afraid of Vez?
All right, cool.
oh, that's weird to hear in the third person.
I mean, you are Vez, so I mean, I guess you're
Yes,
also
Ranagar,
Liz.
right?
I'm confused about that, by the way. It's like same timeline, different being, same being, different face.
I'm still me. I'm Vez. I was Vez. I am.
But
Vez.
you're also Liz.
I'm Liz. Yes.
But it's not like a Jekyll Hyde situation. You're like one of you dies and then the other one shows up, right? Like a reincarnation sort of deal.
I was gonna say the same thing, yeah.
Sort of.
Like you weren't Liz when I knew you.
And you were Liz long after, so is
I
it
was Liz
sequential?
most recently.
Gotcha.
Oh,
you
okay.
know, time is kind of that. It
Oh,
doesn't really
sure.
Follow
Timey-wimey.
strict rules.
Right.
Yeah.
Still trying to
I
figure
was
things out.
Vez. I'm Liz now.
But like when you died as Vez, did you die?
I'm more tuned out and tuned back in again.
Oh.
I died. I mean, I did. I died. It's very unpleasant.
All right. Well, I was trying to kind of assuage myself from guilt, but I guess if
When
You
that
just-
happens, it's very unpleasant.
sure, yeah, I've died before.
Yeah.
I think we all
And
have. I
then-
think all three of us have.
Oh, we're here.
But, I mean, besides getting to hear.
I've died a few times before.
Oh.
I had Voz bring me back. That was, or Voz chose to bring me back. It's all a very strange situation.
Yes, Foss is a very interesting individual.
Do you know Voz? Because you've brought that up several times.
I know Foss fairly well.
How?
Well, I suppose when you've been around a while, you tend to meet important people.
I can't disagree with that. I've certainly met you two.
That's right. I am important.
I don't know how important I am, but I think Foss would probably say interesting.
That he would. That they would.
They
Keep fucking doing that.
I mean, I didn't dump a portion of my power into anyone else, nor will I again.
I wanted to thank you for that, by the way. That whole entire experience was a lot. I don't know, I've been thinking about it sort of since we've escaped from the catacombs.
Oh,
Since
you're
we
talking about
fought
the
back.
mind meld thing? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm exhausted still.
You're telling me. I don't know, it's interesting because it's
He just goes, "This isn't helping," by the way, and just
No.
just sort of shudders a little to draw attention to all the stuff he's carrying.
right.
Like, sure, I fly through magic because otherwise this makes absolutely no sense physics-wise. But
Right.
it's still exhausting, and I'm still tired.
All right, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and see if I can use the Mage Hand to like
I can lift
alleviate at least some
5
of it.
pounds.
I know. It's like this is relatively
Ranagar-
useless, but I also
Ranagar,
find
I'm
it
Bastion.
hilarious.
I'm Bastion. I'm helping.
Exactly. I was like, this is
Ranagar,
relatively
I
useless,
think
but
because you
find
can't
it
see his
hilarious.
eyes, Ranagar's rolling his eyes. He's like, "Wow, Bastion, thanks."
You just
Solid
feel
now.
Bastion's like smirk inside of the mind meld, just like giggling to himself.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I would have thought like enlarge, reduce, but no, you went with Mage Hand.
I don't have enlarge reduce at the moment. I haven't learned that quite yet. Maybe
I
at
mean,
some
I
point.
know that. I suppose I could put my money where my mouth is, but I'm not gonna because I like to complain.
Mhm. I've noticed that.
that is very true. Bastion, where are
And
you
I don't
from
have it
before?
prepared, apparently.
Vez, I am from Kilaj. I was one of the soldiers in Kilaj. Almost all of the population is, eventually. And it was interesting being with all of you. It's been a very, very short period of time. But you kind of get used to that in Collage. There's a death rate about 30 per day of the soldiers in Collage. I lost a lot of friends very fast. Gained a lot of friends very fast. And I don't know, I just wanted to sort of, if I'm being very familiar with y'all so quickly, it's kind of in my nature. You get attached very quickly, and you learn to detach very quickly. So
That's fair.
been dealing with that. Yeah, Liz, you've you've just joined, but just be prepared for that. You're good. You all become good friends of mine very, very quickly.
Fair
Bastion
enough.
just kind of like thinks for a second. It's just like lets the end of that sentence hang in the air.
Neato.
So,
That's just going to know.
with that said, the tree line opens up, and ahead of you, you can see the hill now. It looks like they've worked hard as the brambles have been cleared and pulled down. And now much of the hill is covered in mushrooms. Some of the mushrooms are, taller than Bastion. Some of them are 8-9 feet tall, and some of them are tiny little ones. And moving around them, you can see little myconids. And the fungal baron sort of trotting down the main path, just very lumbering, very slowly, just approaching in the direction you're coming from.
Do you
Dragons are
mind
not.
giving a brief description of what the fungal baron looks like, or should I just look it
It's
up
on. It is on Foundry.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Also, for the Twitch viewers, I can't show. I don't own this artwork, so I can't show it.
Gotcha.
I was allowed to show Rakdos because that's how D&D's licensing works. Because it's official D&D content.
Yeah.
Capitalism.
Capitalism's definitely the best system, and we shouldn't try anything else.
So that's what he looks like.
He looks like Regirock, but made of mushrooms.
So you
Sure does.
land, place the cart down, and then I assume go to speak to the Baron, who's kind of...
I lumber over to him. I'm like, hey there, I'm bigger than you now.
Oh,
So that's cool.
Gar, it is a pleasure. You are much bigger now. Very impressive. And as he's talking, he's
Thanks.
got these, like, I don't know, a dozen kind of, I don't know how to describe them, like gems almost, that glow like a chroma color every time he talks. They each changed colors as he's speaking. Who, and he sort of leans awkwardly. Who are your companions? I do not recognize them.
Oh yeah, they're new. That's Bastion,
Greetings.
and that's Vess. But also, Liz, it's confusing. I killed them once, but they're alive now, so that's cool.
That is confusing.
Kill me. I was head of state, or was.
But
Anyway.
it is a
Is-
pleasure to meet both of you. And he makes this sort of awkward bow.
Bastion will awkwardly bow back.
I see that you have brought us the wolf carcasses. Are these for us?
They sure are.
You are too kind. What?
We took off the skin for you.
That is good, I think.
I figured.
Are you fucking saying that I didn't have to skin him?
I figured
Yeah, we got
that'd
the
be
pelts.
fine.
Let me... And it kind of goes, and he watches the crystals just flash, and he kind of makes these almost popping sounds instead of speaking. And you can see a bunch
Ew.
of myconids come running, not like actual pops,
Yeah.
not like zip popping.
Gross.
Like pop rocks.
Yeah, like pop rock sounds.
Not crickle pop.
And a bunch of myconids come running over and start like pulling the corpses out of the cart. And like bring them over and burying them under the mushrooms, basically.
Oh, you can just have the card. You can Confess that too if you want. I don't want it.
Very well. I'm sure we can find a use for it. What can we do to repay your kindness?
Oh, no need. Just keep doing your thing. Maybe a
Very
favor in the
well.
future.
We will keep that in mind. It has been a pleasure. Is there anything else?
Oh, I think Bastion wanted to hug you.
I was just about to say, I hope this isn't awkward, but I hear you give very good hugs, and I'm
This-
really curious.
I have been told this before. And he kind of like awkwardly puts
May
his
I
arms
have
out.
a hug?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
'Cause it's like being hugged by a
Fashionable.
sponge. Like he's just spongy.
Oh,
You know, God, what are they called? I guess they're sponges, like sponges in like the ocean. Like you know, you can go. and,
Yeah,
like,
like a
immerse them
sea
in,
sponge.
yeah, feels like that. It's very
Oh.
spongy and very
oh,
soft.
this is so nice. Oh my goodness. Oh well, thank you, Fungal Lord. Do you have a? All right. Well, thank you very
You
much. That
are
was so
most
kind.
Welcome.
This is just
You're
like between
adorable.
Lord and Ranagar, like,
If there's nothing else you need,
Bess, you should get in on this. Come give
Yeah,
the
Vez,
Fungal
you want to
Lord
hug
a
the mushroom?
Come on.
kind of looks between them
You're
all.
part of
for
the
a
party
minute.
now.
She looks down at her robes and she looks around, and it's like a few different memories flash through her mind, and then she kind of okay, and she walks over and kind of shrugs.
kind of
and
like you watch.
gives
He
him a
doesn't
hug.
like crouch so much as just sink. Like his like
Into
his
the
mushroom legs.
ground?
Well, no, his mushroom legs like compress a little bit as he comes down to Vess's height as much as he can, and just sort of like scoops the tiny. His hand's probably as big as Vess. Like he just scoops Vess up and like gives her a little hug. And again, it's very comfortable.
She hugs him back, and she kind of like relaxes for a minute, and it's like that was nice. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure, little one. Do you have anything else? Would you like a hug, Ranagar?
Sure. I'm not gonna stop being a dragon though. So
He just kind of goes and awkwardly like
big
puts his
ol'
arms
kaiju
around-
hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is strange being hugged by a creature bigger than me. Not bad strange, but strange.
Cool.
Very well.
Ooh.
Please stay safe. And
Ooh.
if you need anything, do not hesitate to send for us. You
Will
have done
do.
us many kindnesses now. Sort of turns and walks back up the hill.
Well, that was fucking pleasant as hell.
Yeah, he's pretty chill.
Very nice.
I like him a lot. Shall we get back?
Sure. And then Ranagar like leans down so you can hop on. Mind the frill. It's sensitive.
Good to know. Mage hand up.
As they're as they're flying back, Eros and Dom. What are you two up to during this couple of hours while they are off speaking and hugging mushrooms? God, that sounds like a euphemism for doing drugs.
Not a euphemism, I swear. No, we've been really busy.
Does 100% sound.
No, Mom. Hugging mushrooms doesn't mean I'm getting high with my friends.
Dom's gonna walk up to Eros and go, hey, little weird, and I've kind of been thinking about this for a while, but I want more color in my wardrobe, and I felt like you would have been the person to ask.
I thought this day would never come. Perfect. What colors are you thinking? What are you looking for? Come on,
Well,
let's go.
Okay, I'm just thinking about adding maybe red, because I like red, but
That works. Actually, Eros will stop in his tracks for a moment on the way to the kitchens, probably because that's where the warmest water is going to be. What do you feel about gold?
I mean, gold is good.
Are Dom's ears visibly pierced?
I would think so, yeah.
There's actually something I've been meaning to give you for a little while now. Come up here. And Eros will lead Dom back to their room for a moment and rummage through the things before pulling out a very small gold hoop earring that is inlaid with several rubies. And we'll hand it over. This belonged to an old friend of mine. And I don't wear it, but I think it would suit you very well. If you want it.
Sure. Thank you. And Dom will take one of the earrings that he has out and just like put it in.
Now, where were you thinking about having the pops of color? Any particular place?
So I like having my dress and having it black, but I don't know how to describe it. My brain's not working. Gosh, dang it, Lawler.
An overlay of some kind? Perhaps?
Yeah.
Sleeves or no sleeves?
I think how I made it is it's a vest. Yeah.
No sleeves. Perfect. We can do that. Actually, give me just a moment. And Eros will once again rummage through their bag to find what's sort of a splotchy white vest and then pull it up. I think we can make this work if you like the general design of it. We can obviously doctor it up a little bit.
Yeah, sure. That looks great.
Perfect. I'm gonna have you help me with the dyeing process, and then I can give it some gold stitching to make it pop.
Sounds great.
That is probably what they're gonna be working on for.
Cool.
Yeah.
Vess, Bastion, and Renegar. I assume Renegar can hear me. Maybe. Yep. No, maybe not. Renegar, come back.
We have a hydrate.
Yeah, but good time for a hydrate.
Oh, it's a good time. Oh, God.
Oh, Lawler.
What the fuck, Law? Oh, Pat. Oh, goodness gracious.
Father.
While they're figuring things out.
Are you traveling in silence or?
No.
Oh.
Very good.
All right.
Good.
As you are heading back to the winery, you're about 20 minutes in the air when you hear this loud screeching sound and the flapping of wings not too far from you, just in the tree line beneath you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, good.
All right. Well, this is a thing that's happening.
So in the mind meld, Ranagar says to Bastion, all right, so no, earlier when you asked that question and I very deftly deflected away.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Why am I so afraid of Vess?
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, that was the question I was asking.
God damn it, Hair. Okay.
There you go.
I got this. Okay. Whew.
Dragon onesie!
I did it. I put the dragon onesie on everybody.
Yeah,
saying.
I'm aware. That was sort of a pertinent part of what I wanted to talk to you about, but...
Well, you see, the thing is, you can't have a head of state without any power invested in them, or someone's just gonna pop in when you're gone, and they're gonna take the whole place over. So I invested a part of me dragony powers into them.
Oh, okay.
So, assuming you still have those, Vess, just checking in.
Well, I'm gonna say this is the first time I've. This is a little unusual, but I think so. I feel like I do.
Well, then I think we're about to get a first-hand view into why I'm so afraid of them in the first place.
And with that, as 4 of those fleshy gargoyles come breaking out of the tree line,
God,
screaming at
those
you.
are ugly.
If everyone could roll initiative, please.
Yup. Oh god. Oof, not great.
Doing well today.
Ranagar,
I don't
what'd you
know
get?
where the heck
13.
Bastion.
13.
Vess.
I will be a 0 in dragon. Oh, actually, no, I got an 11 because I'm in dragon form. I am a mistake.
Vess, what'd you get?
That's a solid 5.
Oh, good.
Oh wait, hang on. No, I get advantage on the initiative rolls.
Oh.
Hang on. Okay, that's a solid 14.
That changes your spot. How do I go back?
Oh, I suppose I was gonna do gold, red, and then my regs green and blue.
So how many? 3 of them?
4 of them.
4 of them.
And they come screeching towards you. Each of them are going to use... Well, they're going to use their screech attack. I need Constitution saving throws from everybody, please. 4 of them.
Sure thing. Oh, dope. All right, that works. 17.
Okay, let's pass. DC is 15.
Do we do 4 Constitution
Yeah,
saving
4
throws?
saving throws.
Oh,
Oh, 4
4.
saving
DC is
Okay.
15. Tell me how many you fail.
All right.
What's the DC? 15?
15.
1, 2. I fail all of them apparently.
I pass all of them. A 14, a 19, and a 17 on the die, and then my con is a +1. So a 15, a 20, and an 18.
Okay, wow.
I passed them all 25, 15, 18, 17.
I sure hope the Barbarian did. So, Ranagar, you will suffer... 18 points of psychic damage, and you are deafened.
Cool.
As these
What?
loud screeches tear through you. It's good that you have mind meld.
What?
I say in the mind meld, oh shit.
Okay. And they're about 30 feet from you at this
I
point.
can do this. I forgot.
Vess!
Not really is,
okay.
Realistically,
Oh,
you guys
magical
all go at
weapon.
you guys can all go at the same time if you'd like, since you're on
Sure,
Ranagar's
yeah.
back. So,
Hey, Vess,
Are they-
remember
are
that
they
trick
grouped
we
together?
used to do?
yeah, they're clumped. They're pretty close together. They're
Oh, that one. Yes, I remember. I guess she's
Cool.
on the head thing now.
And Ranagar is going to throw Vess. He's going to reach up and just whip them at one of the...
Fastball special.
Yep.
yes.
Vess, would you like to rage before you get thrown?
Yes, I would love to rage before I get
Would you
thrown.
Oh,
please
do it while you're
describe-
being thrown.
Would you please describe what your rage looks like as you're flying through the air?
I think like she intentionally like catches the air, so she's doing a couple of somersaults, and it's just like this whipping ball of like she blows on her claws and they light up, like all of her claws and her tail and everything just lights up. And it's like this whirling ball of like claws and tail and teeth and everything. And she lets out this like just this massive roar as she comes shooting at this thing.
I will have you make a attack roll, please, against the first gargoyle.
Okay. Let me figure out how to do all of these things we built. That is a 23 to hit,
That hits. Roll damage.
and that is with her. I guess the first one will be with her teeth. So she goes and just like chomps right on this thing, and then that may not hit. That's a 12.
12 will hit.
Oh, cool. And then she's going. So that's one swipe of the claws. How do I do this? I'm sorry.
So every time you take a claw attack, you can take a second attack with your claw for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's gonna.
So you have, I think you have, what, 2 attacks now as a barbarian?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you do 1 bite attack, then you do 2 claws. And since you use your bonus action to rage, Yeah, that's what you would be able to do.
And that last one will hit as well.
All right, roll some
Um,
damage.
Yes. So she just goes in like this ball of like teeth and claws and just rips into this thing.
Don't forget you double in size.
Oh,
Oh,
that's right. As
God.
she's going through the air, she doubles in
Yeah,
size.
Vess goes from being 2.5-ish to 5 feet, and is just huge now.
That's
this
just
absolutely
looking
s-
on like awestruck. Like, oh,
Did you use your
Ow.
elemental thing too?
Do you have that? Oh yeah, you got that at 10.
Yeah. Did
Yep.
is that a bonus action or can you just activate it?
I think it activates when you rage.
Oh, it does.
We'll go with that.
Oh, I thought it was like a 3 per day thing.
Oh yeah. We'll make it a free activation. They can just activate it. They can activate it when they rage or whenever. That works.
Oh goodness, I'm trying to find this in my seat. Okay, yeah. So I think that's when she like blew on the claws and they light up, right?
Which element did you pick?
Fire.
Cool.
So they're like little flames on the ends of her fingers, and that adds what again? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to.
That's a D6, I believe.
To every attack or just the?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why
somebody
we
go
got to
ahead
tune how long it lasts.
somebody go ahead and describe their attack while I roll these dice really quick.
Cool.
cool. So let's see. Bastion, cause fuck it, cause I just want to do this, cause I have it now. Just like awestruck, and is just like, right, okay, sure. And in the middle of his like sentence, his left eye goes dark, and his right eye lights up in that brilliant turquoise, as a beam of turquoise energy shoots forwards towards one of the gargoyles, and Bastion casts Disintegrate.
Okay, so that first attack was 34 points of damage.
Disintegrate first. Fails the saving
Sure.
throw. I think it's base plus 40, right?
It's base plus 40.
Yeah. The beam hits, and you just watch as this thing dusts. Meanwhile, Vess lands atop this gargoyle, tears into it, tears off one of its wings, and then leaps to another one and actually tears off the wing of that one too, having done enough damage to kill 2, so I'll carry the damage over. And then I'll have you make a grapple check as you leap onto the last one to try and not crash, because falling gargoyles.
Okay. Grapple check?
Yeah.
Is that plus
Strength, athletics.
Athletics.
And you have advantage on this because you are raging.
Oh gosh.
Dear fucking God.
That's another 25. How many things are 25 tonight? Math is
Holy
totally different.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's 25.
Nice.
I love it.
All right, so Vest gets on the last one and is hanging there. Ranagar.
I'm assuming I
left.
use my action to throw them, so I will use my movement to go and go under and pop up under the gargoyle, so that when we kill it, Vess is
I'll let
above
you
my
use
back.
one attack for that, so you can still use your 2 others. You can use one claw
Alright.
attack for the throw. You have multi-attack.
Cool. Well then they're also holding on to it, so I don't want to go try to hit it.
Okay. I mean, you could hit it and then fly underneath. Do a flyby thing to
Yeah.
catch Vest if you want to be really cool about it.
Also, this thing is going to be dead, so I can just mage hand and catch them if that works. For
5
you
pounds.
As well.
Not how Mage
Oh,
Hand
well,
works.
okay.
I really need you to understand it can
Sorry,
lift
I
5 whole
forget.
pounds.
I forget. Yep.
It's not the miracle spell. It's a cantrip.
I can touch them and cast fly on them.
Wait, Vess has wings, doesn't she? Isn't that how
when
no,
you're
that's a
raging.
do you have that
Yeah,
now?
they do.
Oh, you do have...
That's why we have to tune when they can do that
Yeah, that's right.
and how much it. So they'd have flaming
Yeah.
wings, so they'd be able to fly.
Yep.
She uses them a bit to help as she jumps from thing to thing, for balance.
Yeah. It's just flying. So Vess is 5 feet, ripped, with flaming claws and flaming wings out of their back, just
And,
tearing these
and a
gargoyles. to
Charmander
pieces.
tail.
And a Charmander tail.
Okay.
That's a really important detail. Good call.
Ranagar just in your mind melt's like, you can fly. Let go. or hold it in such a way that I'm not gonna hit you. Because I thought you were like clinging to it, but now if you're just like holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's just holding it back, so she's gonna be like.
So cool. I'll go
Okay,
fuck it
and
up.
she's gonna hold it up.
Dragon. Oh my god. I have rolled under 10 on every dice with advantage all night.
Can I
think I still hit.
Rhaegar real quick? Yeah, if that.
No, I
it's
can
AC
hit
super
it.
low. Yeah.
What am I? Oh, I gotta do the dragon, right? What is it? Plus 6, so 15.
That hits.
And then my claw, I'll hit it with my claws too. Cool, that's a bigger number. So that's 2d6, and then the thing, and then the d8. Where's that? Come here, you. It's the first dice I've rolled all night. I haven't pulled them out. It's an 11, it's 12, 17 plus 6, 17 plus 12, 27?
17
No,
plus 12.
29. 29 damage.
So Ranagar comes flying in just as Liz grabs this thing and kind of pins it, and it starts to fall out of the sky. And Ranagar, in two swift motions, bites the thing, tears it apart, and then kind of ducks their head down so Liz can grab on.
Wait,
and
actually,
remount.
that's 20. That's 37 damage. Suck it.
Even better.
'Cause I forgot I had my proficiency to my attacks.
And so Liz lets go at just the last second. The bite grabs the beastie, and then they just kind of flap around and then remount on Ranagar's back as the bits of this thing just kind of explode everywhere.
Rhaegar looks over at Bastion and goes, "That's why.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
Yeah, they're really hard to kill.
All right. Well,
God, I did a good job. I
glad that we're friends.
Yeah,
Vez
don't-
looks over at Bastion and kind of like shakes like whatever's left of the gargoyle off as it's like burning and like flaps her wings a couple of times, and then in her very like she's still in like the regal dress, she kind of just takes a bow.
I will point out that
Huh.
when you rage, your dress shatters to pieces.
Oh, that's
Oh God.
You are in a tattered dress.
so it's all it's
tattered
torn,
and
like
torn.
does she
And charred.
Right.
Ranagal, really, with all your powers, you couldn't find anything to make this not happen every time.
No, I specifically designed it that way. I think it's funny.
The freaking
That does
fix
sort of
this
ex-
every time.
I
does
gave
sort of
you the
explain
gift
it.
of godly powers. The least I could do is enjoy the joke.
I built trains and theaters.
Yes, and
Ask
then when you
prestidigitation
rage,
to at least take off the char. When you rage.
oh, they can fix it. I also gave them the power to do that.
Oh well, shit.
I just think it's funny that it explodes.
She just is kind of like looking at Ranagar, just kind of staring daggers at him while she slowly like there's like this glow of this like reddish gold magic as her clothes slowly like put themselves back together.
See? The good Ranagar giveth, and the good Ranagar taketh away.
Mm-hmm.
As the
And he's like
dress
gesticulating with his dragon claw as he's flying them.
After
I feel
about
like-
a minute, as the rage ends, Vess, you feel very strange all of a sudden, and then you flicker again, and Liz is sitting there.
What?
Oh, I feel
What
like
the-
Voz woefully unprepared me for this entire situation.
This is what the
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So, you still remember everything? Because you seem to remember Liz when you were Vess. Are you still the same amalgamation?
That's an interesting way to put it, but yes, I remember everything that happened.
Oh,
but
that's a word.
Memories from Vez are a little more present than usual. This was a long time ago. That
Hmm.
was very odd. I've never had anything like that happen before. Either way, this is everything about this place is wrong.
Yeah, I think we sort of started to realize that. Regardless, at least we know why you have the dragon mark now.
Yeah. I think she like kind of brushes her arm where it is and kind of, well, that was exciting. Long time no see, Renegar.
Oh, you're Liz now. Hello. Sorry about the murder.
Seems to be a bit of that going around lately. Very strange I'd run into you and Dom here.
Renegar kind of like leans their head back. Like, so they're still like going forward, but now he's looking upside down at Bastion and you. And
He's also just
goes,
gonna cast Lesser Restoration just to stop the deafened.
Oh, that ended a while ago.
Okay, cool. Just never, yeah. Just want to make sure.
and
Yeah.
he goes, you made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry.
What was I?
Turns his head upside down, looks at Bastion, and
What
Liz.
what did Liz just say?
Long
before
time
that?
no see.
Sorry about the murder.
You said sorry about the murder, and she said, yeah, interesting running into you and Dom here.
Oh, that was what I was gonna do. Renegar is gonna turn one of his eyes at Bastion and you and go, I wonder if Bastion's ever killed you.
Well,
I mean, we could make an argument for Eros pretty easily. I mean, technically.
Wait.
Fez know
what?
about that.
Oh, right.
Eros is tied to what happened in the
Shin's
Cobalt City.
Probably gonna have to have a conversation about that.
What happened
Yes.
to the Cobalt City?
Oh, well, you remember the Raptos box.
Mhm. Good news.
Did Vex just hide?
I'd like all the players to use your real life perception to make a perception check to spot Vex hiding.
Oh, jeez Louise. I
kinda just
think
looks
like a
they're
burrito.
under
Now.
the burrito.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing on.
See, I wear glasses. so
Also,
that's
the
a
name is
-5,
Truvaste, by
that's
the
a
way.
2.
That's the name
Of
the,
my town.
That's the name of the town. Yeah,
Was what called again?
Truvaste.
What is it?
City.
Yeah.
City.
city.
The metropolis.
What's it?
The kobold mecca. The kobold Wizard of Oz. What was the Emerald City? The city. Okay, so we're back to city.
What was the Emerald City? It was a city.
Ranagar for sure colored the city the same colors. So there was just like a general color scheme of like whatever color Ranagar was just like on a lot of the buildings. Maybe
Now thinking back
to
it's
to a
rainbow.
gauche amount where you're like, all right, does it have? It's like, yes, every building.
It's in the building codes.
Truvaste. It's the truth. My hands in my closet tied.
So what is this?
Oh, I
Eros?
suppose I should let Vex tell you. Oh,
Who?
sorry, Eros. I got confused. Well, you see, Bastion, what we are is a construct inside of the minds of 6 insane people. Anyway, moving on.
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
I'd believe that.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
And sometimes
only
I get
a-
realities confused because I'm on a lot of hallucinogenics.
That explains a lot of how this.
Both I, Ranagar, and the puppeteer.
That does explain the fungal lord.
Yes, that's why we're very good friends. He won't let me eat a piece of him. Oh, I imagine the high would be spectacular. God, could you imagine the secrets of the universe you'd unfold eating a piece of the fungal lord? Oh,
Dear God.
maybe when I'm on the edge of death,
Ugh.
that's the favor I'll call in.
This is why, out of everybody in the party, you get to live. Bastion says that.
Yeah, probably. I'm very
Mhm.
selfish.
Oh,
me too.
Gosh.
Let you all die.
Okay, well,
What was that? I quietly said me too. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you can be quiet in a mind meld. Not exactly
Yeah, well.
like I.
Oh, Pat, I want you to look at the screen real quick.
Did you say fuck you?
Yeah.
Did you write it backwards? So that it was the
I
right
can
direction on
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
Zoom flips you.
So what a interesting day.
Hmm.
Sure was.
The
She's
good
like
news
checking
is
make
Rakdos is dead.
They
Rakdos
sure
is
are.
dead.
Well, sort of. That's not really how demons work.
No, they're back in hell at least.
Liz just looks like she's trying to process like a lot of things. I think she kind of takes a second and like she makes sure she's got like her swords and like her equipment and stuff, and then she's looks at her own hands for a minute, just like she's super confused, and she just sits down on Ranagar's back, like, okay.
We'll catch you up on quite a bit, but essentially we faced Rakdos, and that's how we all wound up with these. And Bastion holds up his arm to show the dragon mark, which is all the different scales, just kind of like running up his arm.
Just giving those out like candy now, are you, Ranagar?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I didn't actually choose to do it. We were just sort of in this like mind meld where we all used our powers combined to defeat Rakdos, and then like when they all popped out, they had dragon marks, and I was like, okay, I guess we're true friends now, or whatever.
So it wasn't a meaningful gift, is that what you're saying?
I mean, is anything I do meaningful?
I did sort of want to bring that.
I mean, sure, it was meaningful in like the sense that we're all very close as a party, and I like gave up everything to save one of them. But like, I just don't want you to feel like 400 years ago. I mean, to be fair, it was like you, and then 400 years of being single. I mean, of being not giving away my dragon mark or whatever. This feels like why am I so defensive around you? I'm a dragon. I've eaten you once. I could do it again. God, I don't want to. It's a lot of work.
Are you sure you could do it again, though?
I'm really not. Ashton, I'm going to need you to help me on this one. We'll throw them. Oh, crap. They can fly. I did that, too.
She sits there for a second, and she just, like, pats Ranagar.
Wait, you're not Vez now? We can probably kill this.
That doesn't mean that we don't know how this works.
That's true.
If we
If
kill
Vez
this,
comes out, we're screaming.
Vess could be coming out and really pissed at us.
Ranagar, like, turns an eye to you, like, should I just kill them now? No, we're friends.
Bliss just pats Ranagar.
Can you fly?
Ranagar,
Actually, yeah.
Take a deep breath. It's okay. It's fine. I understand. It's been a long time. You've had other friends since then. So have I. It's
Oh,
okay.
that makes me feel jealous. You haven't had other kingdoms, have you?
Spoilers.
Oh no. That doesn't. Well, if Vess does turn against us, I'll at least try to save you.
It's been a long day. There's been a lot going on. I'm not going to try and kill Ranagar. I wouldn't have done it in the first place if I'd apparently been in my right mind. I'm not going to hurt any of you.
Good.
And with
Good.
that, you reach the winery and return.
Next stop, winery.
Dom has a beautiful new outfit. And I suppose
That's
the question is...
Fucking fantastic.
What color is it?
Red. Red.
So
black
Ranagar,
with gold.
let's see how Ranagar lands. Let's roll for it.
Oof.
Hold on.
Ooh, he lands quite well.
Oh well.
That's an 18. What's that?
Spectacular.
Acrobatics? Yeah, 18. So I land very gracefully. So sexy. And then
So
turns and looks at Dom and goes, Dom, who did you kill?
Huh?
You're the blood. This is you're covered in
Oh.
like a lot of it.
Oh no. Eros did this.
Eros stabbed
You're
you?
muted,
God
Vex.
damn it, Eros.
Also, of course
Leave.
you
Time.
For
Of course
1
you can
hour.
land- Of course you can land well when others are on you, but of course I try. I go for, a flight with you and land terribly.
I don't remember that.
They
Sure
spun
you
and
don't.
everything.
I always land with aplomb. I'm very
Good
graceful.
word.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
Oh, all right. Wow. All right. Cool.
Sure
A
you
lot
do.
of-
You're very good at this. And she pats him on the back again.
Wow. A lot of condescension in the ranks today. Hey.
I said good word.
You were just talking about how to kill me again
I
5 minutes ago.
was very complimentary.
A lot has happened.
Well, mostly about my own work.
Before I forget, I need to pull a card this session for the tarot.
Good thing to remember.
The vest looks
Ranagar holds up
fabulous.
one of his arms that also has red on it and is like, I like your new color, Dom. Reminds me of me.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Look at what good friends we are. And he just like reaches his wing around you, knowing that it's annoying to you. Just the best of pals, Ranagar and Dom. Ranadom. Dom. No.
Domagar? I don't.
Honestly, it's the best sign of friendship when you do everything to annoy each other.
He's gonna try to like tousle your hair with his like wing claw thingy. His hand. I don't know what you'd call that, like the top bit.
Horrible.
Dom's
Which
kind
you guys
of
do.
gonna. Dom's gonna like get out of your wing and like. escape.
Oh, okay.
And
Let's
just,
try
like,
that.
tie-
Go on.
Tie his hair up into like a little man bun. Get
No,
it out of his-
you do that. What is it?
You want me to
Contested
roll to
strength.
escape?
Yeah.
Right.
It'll be
You
Can I
need
roll
to.
acrobatics.
acrobatics?
Yep, it's a grapple check. Be strength, athletics versus acrobatics.
Do I get any
Uh,
advantages for being
Yes,
much
you do.
bigger?
You do get advantage for being
Oh.
larger.
Ah!
9.
Suck it. Wait. I want to get the math right. What am I? +6 strength. So that's a 24. That's right. Accept my love.
And you get a D4 inspiration for that love, apparently.
That's right.
Hey.
Noogie, noogie,
Oh.
noogie, 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 noogie. I muss up that
Oh.
hair real good.
So, what is the party going to do next?
Ooh, has anyone checked on our friend
Oh, shit.
Oh.
in the whack
Is that-
shack?
Aside from making sure he's still in there, no.
Oh, it's been a while.
Because he's wacko, not for any other reason.
I think soon after they landed, I think Liz is just like kind of listened to him for a minute and then kind of wandered off where she could be a little bit by herself for a minute, kind of trying to figure out what is going on, or like take a minute. I think she just kind of goes around the corner of the winery and just kind of sits on the ground for a minute and is like trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
As Liz would have walked by as Liz, Eros would have done like a double take for a second. And just, oh, you're the one I'm
Yep.
comfortable with. Give like a little wave. Or I guess checking on the dude.
Mm.
He's still in there, still freaking out.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Would you like different movies? Ranagar puts his hand and he just starts changing the movies around.
just
I
makes it
Gals,
feel
non-binary
like what I'm
pals, we have
doing
made
here
the
is
DM head
both
guest.
bad and good. It's a weird form of torture. I don't even know if it is torture.
Well,
I
they're not
would
gonna
say it
remember it if
is.
they don't break out of it. So fuck
It's
it.
kind of like, what if you beat up someone with dementia?
I don't know. I'll ask my mom. Provided she remembers.
How long have we had them in there?
A
Oh.
few hours.
All right, I'm gonna actually turn them off and like mush my face through. Like, hi there, how you doing? Ranagar, dragon.
Yes, I know what you are.
Thank you. Cool. How are you feeling?
I don't want to be here anymore.
So you don't the unlimited power thing?
How did I get here?
Cool. Yeah, wait, you
Oh.
don't remember that at all? Uh-oh.
No,
What's the
That's
last
not
thing
what I
you
meant.
remember? Oh, okay, good.
I mean, how did I get to this Barovia place? Kind of sits
Oh.
up, right?
Oh! Ranagar pulls it out. Guys! The wax shack worked, maybe. And then pokes his head back in.
Liz gets
What do you
up
remember,
and
buddy?
Goes over there.
Baxter just pulls out his notebook and is running over.
But you remember us.
Yes, I remember you, obviously.
But you don't remember how you got here.
No,
Do you know who Morveau is?
I do. Yes, from my
What do
time
you
here.
feel about them?
I mean, she's terrifying. It's a good place to start. I don't
You know they're not
remember.
supposed to be here, right?
Correct. This is not Barovia proper.
Yes. Good.
Something very
No,
wrong.
it is not.
Ooh. That was an experience.
Is he like hurt at all?
No, it looks fine. Just out of it.
You want a dragonberry?
I do not think I wish to eat right now.
That's fair. Yeah.
Fair.
They're really good though.
Are
After
you
a minute,
mad
Liz
at us
puts
for
her
what
head
we
in.
did?
I'm not so sure, and you can see he's playing with this ring on his finger. Not like doing anything with it, just like twisting it.
Can I perceive what it is?
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
What?
Do
I
you
don't.
recognize it?
Make Arcana checks.
I'm rolling very poorly.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll roll an Arcana check. Hey, why don't I have the ability to
Ooh.
roll above a 10?
28.
Wow.
16.
It's
19 plus 9.
It's a 19.
This is called a loyalty band,
Ooh.
and it'll kill the person if
Ah.
they break their loyalty.
Can we break the band?
You can try, but if you fail and it gets pulled off, it will kill them.
Does Dispel Magic work?
No, it's not a spell.
Ah.
If we cut off their hand or their finger, would it still affect them?
Maybe? Hard to say. I guess that'd be the 28 Arcana. 28 Arcana.
Oh, what if we stuck it in an
Arrows would
anti-magic
fix that.
field?
Then that would work.
Mm.
But basically, if they, there's obviously like it's not like they can have treasonous thoughts, but they can't actually take treasonous actions. And yeah, cutting it off would count as removing it, and they would burst into flames, and have a very very slow, painful death.
Oof, we don't want that. Hey, buddy, I noticed you've got a band there
Yes.
of loyalty.
Yeah, it was given to me by
If-
Matron Morpho.
You know, we could get
Oh,
that
love
off
it.
for you.
Oh, she's a dick.
How do you intend to do that? She's
Well,
protective.
I'm gonna stick your hand in an anti-magic field.
Do you
can
have
you
one of
make those?
No, but I know where to find them.
Oh, well, shit.
Well, we destroyed the last one we had, but I bet the tower. Oh, hold on. And I take out. I don't know. I'm still a dragon. I guess it'll ooze out of my hand. My mirror.
Yep.
Hey, Thomas.
Oh, shit.
Like the whole
is
extended.
my-
the whole
This is my friend Thomas, and it's awful looking.
Yeah. So it just kind of pulls out this like
It's like a
silvery
little
face.
hand mirror, like a really nice, ornate, like Little Mermaid style hand mirror.
I love
Ooh, did we
that.
just get
A little
raided?
Thomas
We
there.
did. Welcome everybody.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to Houses of Barovia. We
Welcome. I'm a dragon.
Legendary raid from Legends of Eros.
Hell yeah.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
Legends.
So this thing pops out, and it's that Thomas the Tank Engine meme where like the face super extends and it looks disgusting and gross. And that's what it looks like, as its face comes right up to Ranagar's snout and goes, how did I do the voice? Hello. You are
Hi,
bigger.
Thomas. I'm bigger now.
It kind of like whips around and looks at Liz and says, and you are new.
Oh yeah, they're new.
I am Thomas the Tower. Ranagar named me.
Hi, Thomas.
And it kind of like slurps back towards Ranagar. How
that
can I
noise,
be
perfect.
of service?
Where is do you know any anti-magic fields around here? Or if either of your masters can make them?
Any one of my masters is capable of making them, yes. I do not know any locations outside of the tower itself.
Does the tower have one?
They do on the upper floors.
Cool.
prevent
Cool,
intruders.
cool. Thanks, Thomas. Bastion, I know you're burning with questions. It's an entire library full of knowledge, but we are talking to our friend right now.
No,
but I will show you this later.
This is pertinent knowledge as well, and I've been in the library when I first got here, but
Oh, I forgot.
we were busy. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. Shit. All right. Well, do we want to
Thomas,
go?
how's the tower?
Things are well.
Good. Good to hear. Good. Things are well here. Killed
That is
Rakdos.
good.
Put that
That is
somewhere.
unlikely.
Write that down.
It's,
Oh, I probably shouldn't tell you that. Oh. No, we didn't. Maybe we did. I don't care.
Do you remember your
That would
question,
be good, yeah.
Bastion?
well, no, I just had ideas on how to get to the tower, but
Are you having this conversation with an earshot of the person who, if they have a treasonous, could potentially lose, the ring might blow them up if they...
No, I'll just pull my head
No,
out.
no,
of
no.
the
Okay,
mud
yeah.
a
I mean,
bit.
I,
So I was
I
gonna say,
imagine
them-
if we're having this conversation,
Oh, in
some
the
of
mind
it's
meld?
in the mind meld.
Gotcha, okay, yeah. So I was
Oh,
like,
I'm
it'd
gonna
probably be a bad idea
turn
for
to
him to hear
I'm gonna
that.
turn to that guy and be like, earmuffs, or you'll explode. I told you guys he would explode. Everyone was like, why would this vampire explode, Ranagar? That makes no fucking sense. That's a weird thing to say. But here we are with the vampire whom has a treasonous thought will explode. Jeez Louise, it's almost...
I'm not even mad about it. I'm just kind of impressed you were right.
because if I think something will explode, it will. I've been to war.
It's your sixth sense getting blown
My
up enough
sixth
times.
sense for bombs.
I rolled a perception check for him to hear you through the earmuffs, and he did roll a 19 and a 20. So he goes, I'm going to explode? Why am I going to explode? And then panics and tries to pull the ring off.
Don't,
And then-
no.
The whole thing gets
Does
sent
anyone
flying.
have a fire extinguisher?
Well, he
Oh, no,
doesn't
I
just
don't know
burst
what
into
that
flames.
is.
He does actually explode. Because
There's bits of
there's
him.
two blasts. Basically, he gets burned up, so he turns into mist, and then the bomb part goes off.
Didn't you say it was gonna be slow?
It was going to be, but exploding is funnier. So I have adjusted how the magic item works, because it actually exploding is way funnier. Ranagar, can I get you to roll a just your spellcasting modifier and a d20? I want to see how tough the walls are. If it's enough to contain this explosion.
As the explosion goes off, Eros is gonna look towards it and go, I guess that solves any problems we had, moral or
That's a
otherwise.
15.
Well,
Okay.
we know it works.
It cracks badly and kind of crumbles, but
Yeah.
it does manage to contain the explosion. But that vampire is very gone now. There is literally nothing left.
Is the ring still there?
Yes.
Ranagar, not missing a beat, pats the mud hut and goes, yeah, funny thing about mud huts, they do stop explosions. And 50 caliber munitions.
And 25 millimeter.
Yeah, they're quite stout.
Holy
Learned that in
shit.
Afghanistan.
Where the fuck?
Oh,
Sure.
canonically now, I think Ranagar has at some point been.
Into our world, speak to Afghanistan.
Like back before the war, back when they were making up dragon legends.
Oh my god.
Well,
Well,
then.
that sucks. But we know it
Told you guys
works.
was gonna explode.
Well, you weren't wrong. But maybe
I tried so hard not to
Grab
laugh
'em.
when you said they were going to explode earlier. It was so hard not making a face. I was just like, Patrick is
Sensed
psychic.
it.
Patrick is psychic. It's just
It was
how
like,
this works.
I think this character will explode.
just
What is the party going to do now that they've lost their prisoner?
All right, so I think in my mouth, Ranagar's like, all right, so first of all, none of us are morally responsible for what just happened. They tried to pull
They
off their
did it
own ring. We
themselves.
told them not to do it. We can all absolve ourselves of guilt. However, we can keep all the guilt of whom we did kill amongst the party. So just this guilt in particular, toss that away. Right, are we on the same page here?
I had nothing to do with this one. I'm just gonna.
Sure. Dom, you've got enough on your plate. You've killed so many women. Just on purpose. No way of absolving you of that. I mean, we love you.
Good luck.
Andrew, can I ask if this ring weighs more than 5 pounds?
It does not. You may mage hand it.
Cool. I'm gonna mage hand it into a little bag and I'm gonna put it in my sack.
We got there. You did it.
Yay! Appropriate.
By the way, it's
information.
10 pounds.
Is it 10?
pounds?
It's 10 pounds.
All right. Well,
Okay.
nothing you've lifted has been 10 pounds. So
I will remind you that a kobold weighs more than 10 pounds.
Okay. I wasn't sure. They're 2 feet tall.
Have you ever seen a 2-foot tall child?
I don't know.
They were
Like,
like
it just
close.
says,
Not if I
how
can
do you
help
think
you.
a toddler
I don't
weighs?
have a whole lot of experience with kids. I don't know how much they weigh.
Babies, when they're born, can be 10 pounds. Just a straight out the. I was 11.
I'm fucking with you.
Okay, I was like, Jesus, has Gray never seen a child?
I was a
Somehow-
child.
Gray has
I
somehow
hope.
gone their entire life without seeing a single child.
Oh my god, that would be my dream.
Oh my God! First of all,
Right?
how much fun would that be if we had to explain to them the concept of children, not childbirth, but that little humans exist? What? No, every human I've ever seen has been human-sized, and you're like, no, they're like they grow, they start small and they get big, and you're like, fuck you, man. Yeah, then they stop growing, and you're like, no, I don't believe you. That sounds silly. Yeah, no, we squirt them out of ourselves, and then they grow to full size over like 15-ish years, like a plant. Yeah, but then they stop. You know,
Like
right?
a
They get to
plant?
like,
How does that make sense? They're not plants, they're people.
do you water them? No, you just feed them and stuff, and they.
I mean, you do kind of have to water them.
You do give them
You
water.
do. You got to give them
Water them,
water.
I mean,
They can
technically,
drink
yeah,
on their
it's
own.
pretty
They're
good.
like after like 2 years, they're conscious or something.
All humans are chia pets is the conclusion that I've come to in my brain.
Really shitty spotty chia bed.
Oh my god.
What
How's
does the
them annoying
party
chia
plan to do
pets?
now? What is the goal? Moving on.
All right, so we should. Okay, a thought. If we do this on a mass scale, a lot of people might explode.
On one hand,
Well, we have to check
yes.
the rings first.
on the other hand,
Although,
might
if
solve our vampire army problem.
it would indeed. However, it is. I guess whose fault? All right, war is war. I
Instead
guess.
of killing them, we could just cut off the fingers of those who have rings and hope for the best.
I think that'll probably do it too. Do I know?
Bastion, you know that if you cut off the ring, that counts as removing it.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll still explode.
Yep.
That's what
The
I'm
only
saying.
thing that
They
would
will
work
still
was
die.
an anti-magic field.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, no, I think that's exactly what Eris is saying. I think
Oh.
is we cut off their
Oh,
hands
like on
and
purpose.
yeah.
Oh, good. They're like putties.
Who needs to
They've
fight
got a weak.
a
They've got a
vampire?
weak spot. Punch him in the weak spot, and they go. Wah! And they violently die.
Well,
Although do remember, if we cut it off, they'll explode, and there probably won't be a mud hut. between you.
Well, here's a question. Do you have anybody that you like that might wear a ring that we could do this with? Or that isn't wearing a ring? Because now at least we know that we can sort of break the glitch. We can get them to realize that this place is fucked.
Oh my god, what do we have someone that we like? Why would we want to put a ring on them that would then
No.
explode?
No. All right, let me better explain myself. Do you have anybody that you like that does glitch that we can do what we did to that guy?
Oh, like without a ring.
Okay. That's
Yes, no, we're not blowing
Oh.
up people we like. I feel like that's sort of counterintuitive to, liking them.
I very much so wanted to be away from you even more at that particular point.
Oh, we should go get that Morveau guy.
Not what I meant. Oh, shit.
Dude. He's already
Yeah.
crazy. We couldn't drive him
We
more
can put him in a
crazy.
little movie pit and see if we can break the curse.
Oh, that involves going back to that town.
That does
Yeah,
not
that's
involve going back to
fine.
the...
We can
Actually-
sneak in. He's lived down there long enough.
I could go with one other person, or two people could go. It's just a
And
matter of
Renna-
getting out.
Goddard can turn into an invisible fairy dragon.
Yeah, I can turn invisible.
I have this cloak that can teleport us.
We know. We watched you buy it.
All right. Well, I'm just clarifying what we have it available to.
Right, you've got one teleport. You're gonna need two.
I then can dimension door out of there 500 feet away. So it's just a matter of.
You
We still have to get close to it, which is in the town, which is a problem.
Right. That wouldn't be an easy task.
Unless you're invisible.
Dom, while this conversation's going on, you mentioned the Taraka deck. Would you like to perhaps help the party out and pull a card?
Yep.
Cool. I pre-pulled it. It's the Dark Lord.
Voldemort?
Well, in this case, Strahd.
Oh,
Oh.
Voldemort.
Fuck, we
Oh!
could break Strahd.
Strahd is
can
Voldemort.
try to break
confirmed.
Strahd.
And you've seen
Let's show
Strahd.
him vampire movies.
You've seen Strahd resist already too.
Oh, let's show
I
him
could do
Dracula
that.
movies. That'll give him an existential crisis.
Or he'll be a fan.
All right.
There's not a lot of in between.
That seems like a good option.
Did Sir Godfrey glitch?
I don't know if it came up.
Haven't we pretty
It
much tested
definitely
everyone?
did
I
with
can't.
dick cookies and all of the above.
I think that was mentioned.
I think he probably
wa-
did glitch.
he was there for all of them.
I
Okay,
think I
then
have
yeah.
a list of the people who.
Yes, Godfrey glitches.
Yes.
Which one was Godfrey?
Yeah.
That was
The,
the second in command of the Volsta of the Knights.
Yeah,
He was
also.
the Knight.
Oh,
Guardian.
okay.
We might want to consider testing out the people who, train and control elven knights and shit. Seeing if they could be.
Though you were also told that a lot of the knights were recalled by their houses, so Volstov actually doesn't have that many.
Right.
Well, they don't have a lot. That's not what we need them for.
What's the plan? Where are you guys going? You kind of got
What time of day is it?
I think Strahd.
it's like 1-2ish.
Two-ish. And Strahd is back at the
Amber Temple.
Amber Temple, yeah.
At least that's where you think he
Oh.
is. That's where you were told that he goes and hides by the werewolf, and no one else seems to know that. So,
How long would it take us to get there? Approximately.
if you rode on Ranagar's back, map of Barovia, please open, so I can do. Please, thank you. It depends on the route you'd take, because you'd have to decide whose territory you're going to fly over.
Right.
If you went
Right.
via, the direct route is over von Karstein territory, which you were told won't attack you, so hard to say.
Question.
You could actually be there. You'd have to travel it in the night for a brief bit, but you'd be able to get there in today. Otherwise, you'd have to basically go all the way around the mountain or over the mountain, which would be rough. You're already gonna have to pass over a smaller mountain, but you'd have to go over Mount Gacchus, which is very tall.
We were attacked on the way
around it.
back too. That's another thing to consider. But
Why?
it wasn't exactly difficult, so maybe not.
Why don't we wait until morning? like early morning, like first light type morning. I would like, especially with all the hostilities going around that are new and we haven't really traveled much since all the hostilities, I would not prefer to travel in
So-
much of darkness.
So that's the
I'm
plan.
here to advise and help you. So whatever you decide,
Please
I'll
advise us.
Please advise us. I think going to find Strahd would be a good idea. I think going in the morning is a good time. We're going to be careful. We've already been attacked once, and we didn't even go that far, so certainly want to be prepared.
So long rest and then head out in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
All right, take a long rest.
Cool. There's something I want to do, like during the downtime now.
Mm.
Um.
As we're cleaning up the mud.
Yeah. As everyone's done with this, Eros is going to. Bash should be around everyone else or off somewhere else.
Bastion might be off by himself. Just
Eros is
kind of
gonna go
like keeping his notes and everything, like everything that we've learned, just writing it all down and just making sure that he hasn't like missed anything.
Eros will head over to where Bastion is, but not really look at Bastion, like sort of looking off. Just, I think we need to have a bit of a conversation.
Right. I was sort of wondering when you would come and chat.
I can't stay mad at you forever. Not.
I mean, you could
I'm
try.
actually mad at you. And he'll huff and like flop down next to Bastion.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that you weren't aware of everything. I didn't know. Well, as much as I pride myself on knowledge, I don't know a lot of things. But I should have handled that situation with more tact.
There was no way you could have. You didn't have the knowledge to handle it any other way. It's not you I'm mad at. Never has been. Well, maybe for a brief second. But that's beside the point. You did the best you could with the information you had and you were given. For the past 40, 50 years, I have been avoiding any and all possible information about my old party. Avoiding going in places they would have frequented, and avoiding looking for any sort of signs. On purpose. I didn't want to know if they had survived.
You had told me once that ignorance was bliss.
Yeah. I was told that a long time ago. When I woke up 400-ish years ago, it was right after what happened to my village. Whatever it was. And I woke up for the first time in my life on the material plane. And there was someone standing over me, and all they said, in a voice I can't fucking remember, is ignorance is bliss. I promise. It was also the first time I woke up without my memories and with my, for lack of a better term, mental capabilities impaired.
Interesting. So, that probably led directly to you not having. That was some sort of either something they said after a spell or the spell itself.
That's very possible. I don't know if you already know this, but some information to add. The wounds on the guards, and from what you've said on my old traveling party,
Yeah.
the same as the one on my brother. And they were all killed at one point by the same thing.
Which is why you recognized the wounds. Fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, I misinterpreted that real poorly.
Like I said, you, as prideful as you are about your information, you don't always have the full picture.
No.
I was very fucking confused when you first brought up, do you want me to be there? That's the whole thing. I was like, why wouldn't I? And that's
Right.
why. You dug them up. You dug up their graves before I even knew their graves existed. Where were they buried?
Where?
Yeah.
Let me consult my notes. Andrew, it doesn't say.
Yeah, I'm looking at the world map right now.
Oh,
I'll let
fuck!
you know as soon as I do.
I can't hear anything. My headphones just died.
All right, well, that gives me a second
no!
to pull the map up.
All right, perfect. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, that's fucking fascinating. All right, so now pieces of the puzzle are sort of starting to come together. Has it been established that do we know if or not the what is erased, Eros and Renegar's memory was the same thing, or is it the
No
same
one's checked
energy?
yet.
Nobody's
one's checked
checked yet.
Mm-hmm. It's a good question, though. They were
Trying to
buried
think if there's a way
basically
to-
where they died along the road next to a mountain
Yeah.
called the Older Twin, which is
Gotcha.
southwest of Waterdeep in my setting.
Gotcha. Vex, can you hear us?
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Cool.
No,
Okay, cool. Then Bastion, you can let
Cool.
Eros know.
They were buried where everything happened. So road near a mountain called the Older Twin. Somewhere southwest of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So I want you to know that when I say that there were graves, barely. I didn't have to dig too deep. And I left them better than I found them. I left proper markers. I gave them a proper burial. Something that they didn't have before. I'm sorry, something about it strikes me as so funny that when you say you've been avoiding this information about your party for the better part of 40 to 50 years, it's longer than I've been alive. I didn't know you up until a couple days ago. I know I've mentioned this before, but I didn't put together everything in my notes until I was looking for the information on, redredging up the information on Dom's parents. And the only reason I knew about that is that was the most recent thing that I had investigated. It was fresh in my mind.
I don't blame you for anything. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm glad you did for them what I didn't care to stick around and do. I appreciate that. Even if I was a bit of a prick about everything.
No.
Then
No, it's fine. Are you kidding me? I deal with Voz on nearly a daily basis. You being a prick to me is nothing. Renegar is, well, I don't know if they would take it as an insult or a compliment if I told them that they were as big of a prick as Voz, or if they would take it as an insult if they told them that they weren't.
definitely that way.
Mm.
Why not
I
both?
think.
It's somewhere in the middle. I can't quite parse it out.
Maybe you should tell them one day. Figure it out.
Well, I don't particularly plan on dying, so.
You already did.
And I didn't plan on it then either.
True. That's sort of how death usually works.
It's very true.
Slowly over there didn't plan on dying either.
Mm.
I think. I'm honestly not sure. But with all that being said, and
I don't
there's
think
one
that
other
you
thing.
should. No, okay.
that we sort of need to hash out before we go further. And I was
Oh,
mildly out of my head about that.
right. That. Hmm. I'm sorry if that was out of line as well.
No, how to put this? I did return the gifts afterwards.
That you did. And I wasn't entirely sure if that was because you were out of your mind.
So, about that. I was a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Not that. But that was the only way I was able to actually express something I was feeling at the time. That may have been the only genuine action I took for a while.
Fair enough.
What a lovely answer. Neat.
No,
Perfect.
That's
Cool. So, moving
All
on
right,
from
all right,
anything
all
on this,
right,
Eros
all
is-
right. all right. Look, I was mentioning this to Renegar and Vess earlier, actually. When I grew up in Collage, people didn't really stick around for very long. Life expectancy wasn't great. You had to make connections very quickly. Unfortunately, I did lose them very quickly as well. That wasn't nothing. But I also don't want it to be interpreted as too terribly much. At least not yet.
I've known you for
Yeah,
3-4 days.
yeah.
I would be heinously concerned if it was.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It would be
Soldiers
weird.
fall pretty quickly.
I think we would always acknowledge that it would be weird.
Yeah. What?
Although I do manage to fall very quickly. So he said.
Oh, I said, yeah. It's not like soldiers are known for falling very quickly or anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, that's not definitely a thing
What's
that's
that?
associated with young
Mm.
privates, is them getting
No.
married within the
Getting their
weekend of meeting someone.
Getting their sports
Ah.
car or Ford F-150 and then getting married.
Oh wow. All right.
Yep, universal.
Well, that's incredibly accurate then.
Yep.
Perfect.
Spot on.
I just choice of words there.
Hmm.
Like, I do have a bit of a history of falling, don't I?
Boo.
You were all broken bones. I don't remember
Shut the
that.
fuck up, Voz. Sorry. I had there was
Voss
happens.
broke through the veil to boo your pun.
yeah. Of course they did.
Exerted a bunch of their god power to. Nope, they would. That's canon now.
Yeah, they would.
Well, Eros this entire time has been very pointedly like looking at a stick or like whatever they've had in their hands and not at Bastion. I suppose with that being said, you're a human. You don't have that much time. I don't know how much time I have given everything.
We might very well already be dead if what Voz said is true.
Wouldn't that be funny? Do all this for something that doesn't even exist.
Well, if this is the afterlife, then I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be too terribly upset with it. I'm still me. I can still learn things.
You
Still
know,
experience.
then, given our time constraints and your desire to know everything, night. Why don't we learn a bit about what could be?
All right, I'm intrigued. Not gonna deny that. Sure. Why not?
We'll put that tomorrow. So,
Oh, and as far as time constraints and humanity and all that, we'll see. We'll see about that.
I'll see you later tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
And with that, we'll have the party.
Bastions just sits there and is like, what the fuck did I just agree to? And yeah.
Fade to black, long rest, and the next morning. Is there anything you guys want to do, or shall we just move on to the journey? I guess, how do you want to get there? Do you want to fly over? Do you want to fly, or do you want to walk? It's kind of the first thing. Ground or by air? Air is obviously much faster. Ground would take days. Air, you could get there in less than like a half a day, maybe.
Then we're going to see Strahd.
That is what I
Yeah.
believe was the
Yeah.
plan.
I think that's the consensus.
We should probably do that. All right, are we asking, or are we? We probably should do that with expedience. We should just fly.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
probably would have agreed to that.
And do you wish to fly over the Von Karstein territory that supposedly you won't get attacked from, or the territory of people that you don't know what they'll do?
Which color is Von
Red.
Karstein?
They're the red. They're the ones that's the shortest route because you fly just right over their stuff to get
Where
to.
is the Amber Temple again?
It's
I'm looking
it
at the
is
map.
marked with an. It's circled. It's in the bottom of the map on the south side. And Mount Gacchus.
Oh,
right there.
oh my gosh! I was wondering what was there, and I wanted to go there.
Yes, that's what's there. That's the Amber Temple.
Why do we have to cross?
Because if you look on the Battle Lines map.
I'm looking at the
Oh,
Battle
shit.
Lines map. There's a gap between.
No. You're looking at the map of Barovia. The Battle Lines map is the updated map with
Oh, I can't see that map.
Oh yeah, it says I don't have
Can't either.
active.
Yes, it's not.
Oh,
It's not
sorry.
populating.
I don't have token.
1 sec. Turning off token vision. There you go.
Ah, there it is.
Ah, I see.
But yes, supposedly you won't get attacked if you go through their territory. They're not going to interdict you.
We should just. Well, I don't trust them. We should go down south and go over the river where their territory is the thinnest. Fly south, go over the river, and then hook right or hook left because we're going here, right?
Yeah, that tracks.
As opposed to a
tracks
straight shot. Straight shot would be faster, but we're flying, so fuck it.
All right. Going that way, it'll take you probably the day to get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes the journey about a third longer. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe half.
Cool.
So everyone's riding on Ranagar. You take off. Head south. You can see the Shroom Mountain. Before beneath you, nothing but evergreen forest. As you approach the river, you do see patrols of bats and gargoyles, but they completely ignore you as you kind of break the tree line and over the river properly. Below, you can see boats with soldiers on them patrolling the river. The Van Karstens are out in force. As you continue, you pass over several teeny villages, a handful of buildings set beside the river, connected by a cobblestone road. What did I? Wow, that is not a word. They're large. Some of them are larger than the others. They're still teeny hamlets, and they have crops crammed as close to the river as possible, basically making as much farmland as they possibly can. And you can see they've started chipping away at the forest to expand the farms. Beyond these villages, as you cross the lake, you can see an area of dark, jagged rocks carved apart by the Luna River and flowing out the other side into the lake. Centered in this isolated hellscape, juts upwards. A castle juts upwards into the sky. It has a Gothic architecture with the appearance of a cathedral. A dozen looking spiked turrets that get taller and larger the closer to the center they get. Several towers extend off the main structure connected by bridges. The ramparts teem with soldiers, both alive and dead, a constant patrol of more flying monsters of the same variety you've already seen circle the castle constantly. From this distance, you can barely make out the silhouettes of two gargantuan creatures, skeletal creatures, with long claws, wings, still bits of meat and scales dangling off of these undead dragons. You can see they have riders, but you can't make out details as both dragons land onto the parts of the castle.
Ranagar starts to turn towards that, and you guys are going to have to talk him out of it.
Ranagar, where are you going?
What?
We're going to kill those dragons!
No,
No,
not
no,
right now,
no,
not right
absolutely not.
now. Bad
Sorry!
idea. No, bad, Ranagar.
Liz, you
Remember?
might want to do a change now if you're feeling up to it, or draw
and she's
on those experiences.
She's gonna sit a minute, like she's turning at the voice. Ranagar, we've worked together for many years, and you've trusted my judgment for a very long time. You left your entire kingdom in my hands. Do not fight the undead dragons right now. This is not the time.
He slows a bit. We could kill them, though. They could just be dead right now. They're abominations. Look at them.
They
shouldn't be here.
They shouldn't be. You're absolutely right. But this is not the time. This is not the time, nor the place. We'll get him taken care of. But first, let's go find Strahd, and let's do that.
As you get closer at this distance, you can actually make out the two figures that were riding them. One looks to be wearing angular armor, similar but not the same to Manfred's. The other wears a black fine dress with a breastplate and other armored bits. Both float from the back of their mounts onto the bridges and swiftly disappear. Though very perceptive among you, vaguely recognize them as they were described to you by Karis from one of his visions, the couple that were murdered in their dining hall by a large, hairy creature.
Couple that were murdered in their dining hall.
Yep. And Liz, you know that this is that these two are Vlad and Isabella von Karstein.
Okay. What do I know about them? Like, as me as a player, or what
Oh,
would she know?
a ton. They are absolutely dedicated to each other. There is a theory that one can't die if the other's still alive. Not that it's been tested, because both of them are A, very powerful casters, and B, very skilled swordsmen.
That sounds like some Dark Souls bullshit.
Don't mess with them right now.
I don't care about them. I just want to kill the dragons.
They have a bodyguard named Conrad,
Yeah, that's
who wears red armor and is
okay.
insane. I mean, by the looks of it, based on what you've seen, they might have the strongest military presence. Like, they have way more troops and way more power than anyone suspected. And the dragons weren't confirmed before. They were a theory, as far as Liz was concerned and the rest of the vampires. So, I mean, literally everyone, like the other vampire lords, are afraid of them, with good reason.
Renegade, that is Vlad and Isabella van Costing. This is not the time. They will do us in again, and I don't think any of us want to die again right now. Remember,
Renegade,
when you're doing military strategy, you have to make sure that you have a plan and that you have the upper hand, and we don't have that right now.
And the guy starts banking back to the original flight path.
I know that was difficult for you, but it was the right choice. We'll get to them eventually.
He says, I have no idea what you're talking about. just flies on in silence.
Right. Okay. She kind of glances at the other three.
We don't know.
That was
Yeah.
close. I don't like the way they looked at us. I have
I don't like
concern.
it either. And I think it's smarter to both that we've now confirmed their existence and go and try and help Strahd, because we also don't know how they got the undead dragons. And it's better to
Ooh.
take out the ones who created them in full one foul swoop than take out the undead dragons and then have them make more. I agree.
True.
100%.
That's a good idea.
The air gets very cold
No,
as you
shit.
approach the
No.
Amber Temple.
Oh.
It is connected to Mount Gakis, which is high enough that there is snow atop the mountains, and the temperature drops rapidly. My music isn't playing, and I'm mad about it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You can barely make out, just in the setting sun, the door that leads into the Amber Temple, just set into the side of the mountain. And it is there we go. It is a beautiful, ornate door made of amber by the looks of it. And carved into it is this figure, this very lithe figure, very thin, very tall. And the face is hollowed out. But around it, carved all around it, are these masks that look like different faces. No one recognize, but just masks all around it. And it kind of stands almost in like a greeting pose.
I'm guessing that have any of us been here before or
Nope.
anywhere near here? Okay.
So a big statue, like different
I'll
faces
send you a photo of what it
all
looks
around.
like. I'll
Okay,
give you a photo afterwards. Yeah, I'll add it to
got you.
I'll add it to Foundry as well.
Nothing that I would recognize arcana-wise, or
You can try.
shot. Why not? Nope. It's like a 12.
Can I make an Arcana check as well?
Absolutely.
I rolled a 3 and a 4. Which brings me to like,
I also rolled a 3. Yeah.
it gives me a 14. Actually, I'll use some of my inspiration that I've been
that's a
accruing.
15.
Oh, that's an 18.
None of you recognize this figure. Ranagar, actually,
A 19.
all of you have a vague familiarity to it. Like, there's a presence just from the image of this creature that just, like sets the hairs on the back of your neck up, and gives you that like very uncomfortable.
I am a
deja vu
dragon.
feeling.
I do not
Sure.
have any hairs on the
Your
back of my
your
neck.
fins stand up.
Thank you.
Straighter.
Thank you. Get it correct. Not
Maybe I
some
was-
weak-boned mammal.
But all of you get a familiar sensation from it. Liss. As you're staring at this door, you look in the hole where its head is, that's empty. And you kind of lose yourself for a moment, just staring into the blackness. And the rest of you, where is Liss seated on Ranagar? What order are you on Ranagar? You know what? It's best if Liss is in the back. So Liss is in the back. And those of you looking back can see, as Liss is just staring off and just going dead-eyed, what look like cracks forming along their face.
Of Liss?
Yeah, Liss's face. And giving off a slight yellowish glow. And there's 5 fragments? Yeah, I think it's 5. Wait, 4 fragments. Like like their face is cracked into 4 pieces.
Covering Liss's eyes.
When you do,
not
Liss
touching
kind of
their
snaps
face.
out of it. The cracks are still there.
Do we have
Uh,
about 10 minutes for me to cast legend lore on this thing?
You could try. Do you guys want to wait 10 minutes for Legend Lore?
Are we like hovering? What is this? What we're looking at?
You're looking at the door into the Amber Temple.
Are we standing in front of it, or is it like up on the side of it?
You're standing in front of it.
Oh, yeah. I guess we. Well, I don't know.
Do we have a reasonable expectation that we're going to find out more about it when we go inside, or is this like
Potentially.
place abandoned?
As far as you know, it's abandoned, but you really don't have any information other than, Strahd comes here.
Can
supposedly.
I hang on? I'm gonna just really continue on. I'm just gonna.
Liz kind of, she snaps out of it and like she looks over at Arrows. Did she see anything while she was zoned out
Nope.
in that, or was it just darkness?
Just darkness.
Ooh, okay. Cool. She snaps out of it and looks back over at Arrows. Yes? Is anything wrong?
Your face is a little cracked.
Still
Not
cracked?
to alarm you.
I'm sorry? And she's gonna, like, touch her
And you can
face.
feel like lines like broken porcelain.
What?
It's you, and we'll figure out what happened.
That's
I think she's
concerning.
gonna reach in her pocket. I'm gonna say she has a mirror in her pocket, if that's okay. Can
Yeah, of course.
she have
Yeah, absolutely.
and she's gonna look at it. And you said there's light coming out of the cracks?
The light's gone now.
Oh.
It's just the cracks. But as you look at it, it's not Liss's face staring back at you. It's
Oh.
Ivy's. And then it's Liss. And then it's Vez.
Okay.
It is, she's gonna look back at the door and like that darkness, and she's
get-
gonna look legitimately like terrified.
You get entranced
What?
again.
Oh no.
It's
okay.
almost welcoming. Like sweet oblivion. And it gets broken as soon as your eyes are taken away off the door.
Right. Keep an eye on that, and then
One of the pieces
As-
starts to glow.
Ooh.
And then it's like it fills all of Liss's face, the glow from the light. And then there's a flash, and Liss isn't sitting there anymore. Instead, an Eladrin, if I remember correctly for Ivy,
Yep.
is seated there. Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
did she pop out of it again, or?
Oh,
then?
she's out of it now, completely.
I think she's gonna look down at herself and like realize that she looks not herself again, and glance in the mirror and look up, and she's gonna look up at Bastion.
Bastion is just staring at you.
And that is where we're going to close tonight's chapter.
Well then.
Just for flavor, just like he's seeing a ghost, like haunted look on his face, just horrified.
Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us in the tavern this evening. Once more, this is our players. Who wants to go first? Blondie, you can go first. I think you're the top on the stream. We'll go stream order from now on.
Okay. Sorry, as I like process that for a moment. Yeah, I am that one blonde nerd on TikTok, kind of Instagram, but not really. And ADH Adventures on wow, I can English today. ADH Adventures on Twitch, where we have about 4 to 5 shows a week. If you'd like to come check us out, we have a Discord as well. I run a game there every Tuesday night, and I play in one on Wednesdays and soon to be Saturdays again. So yeah, we have some awesome creators we work with there, and then of course you can find me here every Sunday. So
Jet.
Hi, I'm Dungeons and Penguins. You can find me as Dungeons and Penguins on everything except for Twitter, where it's D&D Penguin. And I'm here every Sunday.
Patrick 2.
Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick Keefe. I am that great gentleman everywhere on the internet. You can find me primarily on TikTok and Instagram. You can also find me on The Writer's Room, a 7th Sea podcast, wherever podcasts are found, where we play sweeping pirate adventures and learn and teach people how to play the game 7th Sea by Chaos Mink.
Vex.
I'm Vex. You can find me on most social media platforms at Dancing with the Fae, Dancing with the Fairy if I've been banned, or if I've been banned twice, such as TikTok, Dancing with the Fae Court.
Patrick Lawler.
You know who I am.
Fair enough. And I, of course, am Andrew, your teller of tales for the evening. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much. If you want to keep up with what we do here, join a really cool community, share your fan art, all that good stuff. Anything we love about House of Barovia, check out our Discord. That's also where you'll find out about future shows, future concepts, merch that's in the works, all that good stuff. And if you like the show and you like what we do here and you want to help support us, 2 ways. One, obviously through Twitch, subscriptions, donations, all of that is very much appreciated. And the other is Patreon. Where every month I basically dump a bunch of homebrew stuff into there. Homebrew subclasses or reworked subclasses, monsters, items, maps, encounters, all that good stuff. And a lot of the stuff that you see on the show here will be there. In fact, almost every monster, all the subclasses, basically all the homebrew I've done for the show will be on there at some point. So if you want access to that, that's the place to do it. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. As ever, it has been a pleasure to have you. It is last call in the Tavern of Tales. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a good night, everyone.